Oh. Testing 1 2 1 2. All right, what is up, everybody? We are live. Welcome to the Big Blue Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Head of the Sports Mando. We got a wonderful show for y'all this evening, and to kick it off, I got a little special song for everybody. Da, da, da. Oh yeah. Yes, indeed. All right, everybody. So just so you know, the LSU's men's college baseball team, they won the national title yesterday at a best of 3 against the Florida Gators by a score of 18-4. It was absolutely miraculous. Very good. And that is what we're going to be discussing today. So first, this is the 7th national title that LSU has captured in program history of baseball. The last one they won was in 2009. It was absolutely a spectacular series. A lot of people were worried that they would come into Game 3 a cold after what happened in Game 2, being trounced by over 20 runs. But man, did they come and deliver. Everybody said we need schemes on the mound. Well, I got to tell you, the pitchers that came in for that game for LSU did absolutely incredible. Shout out to Hurd, Gavin Guidry, everybody, and even to all the hitters. Dylan Cruz, Trey Morgan, Tommy White, Pearson, even Thompson, who struggled at the plate. He was 1 for 30 before going into that game tonight, and he came up big. It was just an all-around great performance by the home LSU team. And so I'm going to kick it over to my special guest here. Got my first-time guest. Please welcome Danny Hawkins to the show, everybody. Big LSU fan, like we all are. And then we have a returning special guest. Please welcome Bush Greenfall, everybody.
Hey, can I give a shout-out real quick? Shout-out Brock, Chandler, Ev, all the guys on the Samuel basketball team. I know y'all watching right now, so don't clown me on tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, come on, guys. Nothing but positivity here.
I want to give a shout out to Hunter Hawkins for graduating LSU yesterday.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm all wrestling coach.
Absolutely.
Awesome, y'all. Congratulations. Guys, thank y'all so much for coming on the show tonight. We'll have one more guest coming in. He'll be here shortly. He's also going to be a returning guest with Mr. Bryson Lee himself. We're going to have a great show here tonight, y'all. But to kick it off, guys, I'm going to get y'all's opinions about so Danny, what was your opinion or thoughts about how the whole series went down with LSU in Florida?
I know they were nice. The second game, they just wanted to throw everybody off the team, and they come back strong. What they said was that was yesterday, and they meant it. I think it was a really good showing, and they proved they didn't have to have schemes in there. They, like what you said, they did a really good job. So.
Yes, they did. Brooks, what was your thoughts and opinions about how the series went with LSU in Florida?
I was watching. Like I said, I'm not a big baseball guy. Oh, there's the goat.
And the goat himself has arrived. Please welcome Bryson Miller to the show.
But no, we were. I was watching with Bryson at the bar the other day, and we really came in, and I was really impressed with the way they played the first game. Second game was bad all around, I think, but the flip from Sunday to yesterday was incredible. They played their tails off, the bats were going. They really knew how to play the game the right way. I guess you could say the LSU way. We're going to be honest.
Couldn't agree more. So, Bryson, we're talking about the series with LSU and Florida. Obviously, they won the national title yesterday. Yes, absolutely. Then we go. What was your thoughts and opinions on how the game, how the whole series went?
I actually thought the entire series was going to be more to like the first game, where it's kind of back and forth, here, there, extra innings type game, great grind type of series. But that Sunday game that kind of surprised me, man. We kind of got blew out the water, you know. But they used all their runs on Sunday, you know. So
Yeah, they played well.
They had 24 hits, record for the college
Yeah.
game.
yeah, right.
And I mean, on Sunday, that could deflate a whole team, just destroy it. But like I said, they said that's yesterday, and they came back and they just kicked it.
Oh yeah, man. They showed their kahunas, you know. They let them down.
Yeah, guys. They set an NCAA record for most hits in one game, which was 25. That has not been done in a very long time. Like I said, there were so many so many of the LSU batters that came up to the plate because mainly it was just batters 1 through 4, 1 through 5 sometimes that would come in and get on base, get base hits, and do whatever we could do to get across the board. And about the rest of the lineup was struggling really bad. Like the batters 6 through 9, they had a tough time getting on base. Thompson struggled, Pearson, even Milazzo. But hey, shout out to Jake Johnson. I don't know what he did, but he got them boys ready to play yesterday. That was just absolutely incredible.
Absolutely.
Well,
I'm sorry.
go ahead.
Milazzo, did he actually injure himself?
He fractured his shin or something.
Oh no!
I didn't get a chance to see it. I did see that he was on the bench doing like ice packs. It's like, what exactly happened?
He was running. We were watching.
Yeah, he was running to home, and the catcher was catching the ball.
Yeah.
And he got in the way. And when he landed, after he hit it, that's when they injured themselves.
Yeah.
And well, he's got a ring now, though. Huh?
Hey, I say it's worth it well while.
Ring him up.
And
Yeah, and speaking of rings, though, so LSU's women's basketball got a championship this year. Obviously, the men's college baseball got a championship this year. And who is the other one?
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Well,
they were just going back.
Oh, it's just those two. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking it was another LSU sport program. And shout out to them. It was only their second year of coaching. And guys, Brian Kelly is going to his second year of coaching LSU football, and
That'll be
keep
interesting.
the trend going.
That'll be interesting.
They said it's the first time that a basketball and a baseball team has ever won a championship in a division.
Wow, that's impressive, man. That's really impressive.
Can't get any better than that. And audience shout out to y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. If you want to leave any kind of comment or questions or how you feel about how the game went yesterday or any sports topic at all, please leave a comment down below and make sure you like and subscribe, y'all. Thank you so much. So obviously the last time that that LSU ever had gone into a game where they were blown out, like the second game that they won the series. Last time that happened to them was back in like 2000, so it's been a while. That's when they had like Ryan Terrio and everybody on the team at that time. But that was an incredible turnaround, and obviously Dylan Cruz and Paul Skeens are going to be going to the MLB soon. Yes, they are. They are projected high in the draft this year. Skeens is projected to go to the Nationals. And Dylan Cruz is projected either second or third. I think they have him projected to go to the.
I'm not really sure.
No, I think the Pirates went to first.
Yeah.
Pirates.
I knew it was the team that started with P. I just couldn't remember.
I said Pirates. Sorry, guys.
But no, the Pirates.
You good.
Pirates.
They're going to go
Nationals.
1-2. You got to. At this point, they're going to go 1-2.
You
Probably got
played
the
for
Florida, too.
Yeah, he's a dog too, man.
Yeah.
The top five picks will be like from players that played in the championship game this year, LSU or Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Like Langford is a top pick from last year.
That's how
But
you say his name, right? Why?
yeah, Wyatt Langford, you're right. You got it right. Obviously, guys, this was a huge win for LSU. I mean, they played Florida back in 2017 in the College World Series. They lost. Obviously lost the series 2-1. Back and I mean this was sweet revenge. I mean you couldn't ask for a better vengeance game. I mean to come out against an SEC opponent and score and finish like over double-digit runs. I mean that's just an impressive feat. What do you guys think?
What you call a revenge team right
It was a long revenge tour.
You know something the coach did is promoted LSU. My mom's husband say he said, "If you want to win a championship, guys, come here."
Oh yeah.
And so now, I mean, all those people out there, why would you want to go anywhere else but LSU?
now? Really? The culture is there. Nobody loves the culture. And you got the chemical, literally.
Unless you want to go play men's basketball, you don't do that.
I've been down one, so
LSU basketball, we don't need to
we'll get there eventually.
Eventually.
No more Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That gives a problem.
not there for a while. I mean, he's kind of dealing with. I think he's still dealing with mental issues in the NBA right now. Obviously, he's still trying to find himself again, but hopefully he can get himself right.
I know we're not talking about basketball. That dude's a bum. He's a bum. I don't care what anybody says. That dude is a BUM bum.
Do you think he'll ever get back right, Brooks?
Heck no. Dude cannot shoot. He can.
That's the only thing with him. He just cannot shoot for some reason.
Everybody can shoot. I mean, everybody can develop a jump shot like Giannis did.
That's true. That's true.
But Giannis is a way better. He can bully the crap out of those things.
If Shaq can do it free throw, he can make a jump shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
There's another LSU product. His name's Cam Thompson. You want to look out for him. He plays for the Knicks. He's really good.
Shout out to Luke Joyner. Keep it up, guys. Thank you so much. Ben Duber. Shout out to you, buddy. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate all the love and support. Thank you for watching everybody. Hey, man, make sure if y'all have any questions or comments y'all like to ask us, or want to be down, please, more than welcome to. So obviously, okay, this next bro, all right, what's up, dude? Glad you could join us, man. So guys, so obviously, yeah, it was a very impressive series. I mean, we could not be more happier. Obviously, we're big LSU fans here. Let's say we really hope that LSU football can really excel this year. I mean, Brian Kelly wins a championship this year, and then have 3 different sports for the same school that just went back to back to back. And, that hasn't happened in a very long time. In fact, I think the last time that happened, I think it was in the 80s.
I don't think it ever happened.
I know the last time it happened was somewhere in the 80s.
Dude, if Brian Kelly can win, I'm not a big LSU guy by any means, but I'm gonna give credit where credit's due. That team is talented. That team is this year coming to be talented. Big James Daniels is gonna be a big.
He's going to show up.
Oh yeah! Did you see that video of him at Manning passing came throwing rockets down the field?
No, I have not.
I actually saw a couple of those videos. That was sick.
He is gonna.
I was like, he's ready. He's ready.
Yep, that's what I think too.
Shout out to Conman. Shout out to Brian Kelly. Got the pressure on him now, second year. I mean, I don't think he's got the pressure on him, but he's just. I mean, it's only his second year, but I mean, he did really well his first year, and I think with the more developed talent he has now, and it's grown under him, I definitely see LSU going a little further this year, like beyond the SEC championship. Which I mean, I had no expectations that they would even get to the SEC championship game last year, but they did. So that was an impressive feat in itself. But LSU will have a lot of returning players coming back next year in baseball. Obviously, Tommy White will be coming back. Pearson will be coming back. Guidry. Yes.
Is he?
Yep. He's only a sophomore, so.
Is that a trick of that for money?
Probably not.
Well, Trey's a junior. You know that. He can decide to go to the draft if he wants to. I don't think he's made a decision yet, but I strongly believe that he's leaning to come back to LSU for the year. If he does,
Possible, it's possible.
yeah, if he does, that would be absolutely amazing. And have the majority of the players you have in the championship game come back and give him another go.
He's a straight ball player. Like all the players on the team, he's a baseball player.
Yes. He's probably one of the best first basemen I've seen in the World Series this year. He made a lot of great athletic plays. I mean, obviously, we all remember the play against Wake Forest where he saved a run. I mean, it helped it kept LSU alive, and of course, we wound up advancing to the finals. So that was a really major play. Yeah, and then I believe Jordan Thompson will be coming back next year as well.
Probably.
Yeah. And then, and obviously we had some pitchers that got hurt at the beginning of the year that were really good, like they were studs, from what I heard. They just got hurt, and I do believe they'll be coming back next year, and they'll be ready to play. So it'll be really exciting to see. But overall, guys, I mean, I loved watching every bit of it. It was really fun to watch. The whole College World Series itself was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I thought Mike Hanley was going to be a back and forth. And then when Florida came out, it's like, man,
I think we had a good first 2 innings that second game, though, right? And we just
well, the second game, LSU's offense came out strong, right? And we were like, oh damn, LSU got the second game, but unfortunately, the wind was not kind to LSU that day, and one guy had 6 RBIs his first 2 times he played. He had a grand home run his first time he played, then he hit a grand slam the second time he played. So after that grand slam happened, it was tough for LSU to come back, but it didn't matter because the result. You see what it is.
Well, they missed the double play early,
Yeah.
and then they left
3 walks.
Oh yeah, it's bases loaded, no out, and then that's a big momentum swing right there. And then once you get down so far, you're just trying to get out of the game. Yep.
You get up there and grade.
The men's, from what Hunter told me, the men's gymnastics won a championship here since he's been there too. So,
Really?
Oh, men's gymnastics.
that's
right, man.
He said so, he did.
Shout out to them. But what were you saying there? Sorry.
No, it's just since he's been there, that's what's exciting about it. Is he said his 4 championships have been won since he's been there. This is his senior year. So.
Wow. That's awesome. I mean, only person I know who nationals LSU was her name, Libby Dunn. Is that her name?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You got it right.
Yeah. Guys, Libby Dunn, she's an incredible gymnast, and she's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. Yes, she is. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, but that's not the reason why we love her. She's an incredibly nice human being, and make sure y'all don't give her a tough time. Wait, what?
I said, way to cover that one.
Yeah.
Well,
you gotta do on that one.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not wrong. No, she's gorgeous.
She's got a good personality.
Oh yeah, but her personality is great. I mean, I hear she's like really nice. She's really sweet. But I mean, a lot of times it's hard for her to like walk around the campus and stuff. There's a lot of people that approach her to come up to her.
Yeah, man. Oh, man. She's like almost like a celebrity when I think.
Yeah.
She's a celebrity everywhere. She's like a famous TikTok star too.
Yeah, I forgot. Isn't she on TikTok?
Yeah.
Everybody freaking TikTok at this point.
I do not have TikTok.
You don't?
I don't have TikTok.
I see. Bless your soul, my man.
I've had TikTok, and it just wasn't my thing. But I'm old, so.
Guys, everyone in the chat, does anyone have a TikTok account? There's me and Danny do not have a TikTok account. Ooh. All right. Well, I mean, I just got better things to do. I don't have time to do it. TikTok at the moment. So,
It's brainwashing. Don't do that.
I don't have better things. I just don't have.
And before you know it, you'll be scrolling on TikTok for 3 hours. Just keep doing it.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time.
I do that on Twitter and Instagram, but it's crazy.
Yeah,
Sports.
TikTok
TikTok
ads
is
that.
very fire though. Sports
Really?
TikTok. Yeah. Like
Oh,
anything. Like we got this one dude on there. He does like impressions of NBA players. He's like, guess the NBA player, and he's got like maybe hundreds of videos.
Oh, so it's like little questionnaires that you get.
Well, he's a basketball player. He is outside and he's dribbling, doing all the impressions of him.
Holy crap.
Yeah, he's trying
And
to
you
say,
have to guess the moves type thing.
yeah.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, we got that one, Bryson. That's your boy.
Always got Dame Time. That's
That's
my
your boy.
guy. I love Damian Lillard, man. Shout out to Dame. Stay with Portland, baby. That's all I can say. Please.
He's staying with boy.
Ride us out. Ride us out.
The Portland Trailblazers general manager came out and said that they have no intention of trading him.
He don't want to leave either.
We'll see. We'll see.
No.
But I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't.
No, I mean, look, Damian Lillard has said it a bunch of times. He doesn't care if he ever wins a championship because he's just like, I want to play basketball for the city that picked me, that drafted me, and I don't want to go in there and be like all these other players that made championships. It's pretty much what he said.
What's that?
We're gonna get him there, bro. Soon. Not now. Soon. We'll definitely get him there.
Bryson said that in 2022.
Hey, but we went to the conference finals, okay? That was one step away. Step away. So,
Yeah, play the Warriors, but
yeah.
but nobody would want to play.
I mean,
It's
the
okay.
West is tough. I mean, it's really tough. I mean, Chauncey Billups, obviously, is a former NBA player. I mean, he's got a tough task ahead of him.
Right. For sure.
Is he coaching there?
Yes.
Yeah, Chauncey Billups. I think he was hired by the Trailblazers last year.
No.
2 or 3 years.
2 or 3 years
2 or
ago.
3 years ago. Okay.
No,
He replaced Terry Stotts.
Yes.
Terry's-
Terry's a good coach, though. I like Terry. I'm surprised he doesn't have a coaching job now.
There's so many better coaches that he's better than so many other coaches.
Yeah, but he's really
Darker than
offensive minded as well.
The Lakers could use him.
Yeah,
The
very
Lakers were okay offensively this year.
Very true.
The Celtics could use them. They were out coached way back.
Yeah. Who's their coach?
It was
a new guy, right?
Yeah.
He's just started.
It's the other guy
This
got in
year.
trouble.
Yeah.
My son's a Celtics fan.
Obviously, it's not a man Oka, but I think
No.
he took the job for the. I think he took the job for the Rockets.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he took the job for the Rockets.
He was serving a 1-year suspension and then he took the job. Yes.
Oh, really? He left. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, don't do what we made Oka.
Yeah.
Be kind to your coworkers.
Yeah. Friendly work environment.
Dude, how do you feel about that? Have you heard about the Celtics trade with Marcus Smart and Kristaps Porzingis?
I did see that. Did y'all also see that John Collins got fired by the Utah Jazz?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did see that.
The Hawks, there goes Trey's chance of being, it's our time next year. You saw that tweet right after the Nuggets won.
Yeah, man. Apparently, I've been hearing Trace from the Lakers.
Trey ain't going nowhere.
And the Nuggets are probably going to win.
Jokic.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the Nuggets have the 2 best superstars on the team in the NBA, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, they got one superstar, up and coming superstar. Or if he's not there already,
Right.
he's borderline. But I still don't give him credit.
He's getting there.
But I do like the Kristaps trade.
Yeah, I don't think it was too bad.
It was an even pretty trade. It was a pretty even trade.
Yeah, it was. I just think Marcus Smart meant a lot to their culture. And,
Yeah, but
or,
you can mean a lot to culture, but at the end of the day, he can just see produce on both sides of the ball.
on defense, yes.
Yes, that. but
Offense, teeter-totter.
He's teeter-totter, but I mean, you still got an offensive-minded game nowadays. It ain't the old days. He's got to produce a little bit on offense to be a good player.
Right.
Hey, shout out to Loki. Thank you for coming in tonight, man. Appreciate that. Guys.
Yeah. All right, man. What's up?
He's got the Cowboys logo.
Oh.
Ooh, I take that stuff back.
Boo. There's your Cowboys, dude. Man.
Not the Yankees too, right?
Yeah, it's all good. It's gonna come down to your team or the Eagles.
Waiting to find that Yankees, Lakers, Cowboys fan.
Oh man,
You're blocked. Trying to get him.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, when you won as many championships as those franchises have, and you can't talk for shit. The only people that actually grew up with those franchises, not just someone who just started being a fan of the fan base, like when people did with Golden State, just bandwagon, I'm sorry, that's the big rock and all that shit.
They do that with every team. They're like tanks. They go everywhere that there's somebody good. Like it's a hype train. It is. It's a hype train.
Nobody roots for a loser.
Yeah,
unless you're a Cubs fan. But like I said, I've been a loyal loser since '87.
Hey, that's me with the Trailblazers.
Yeah, it's only been 7 years since the last one World Series.
It's going to be another 100 and something.
Wait, you guys won it in you guys won it in 2015? 2016. You guys had Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant made the final out to first base. Anthony Rizzo, who plays for the Yankees.
Oh, what a trade.
My stomach just broke.
I hate the Yankees.
Anybody but the Yankees.
And then, unfortunately, Anthony Rizzo, he's doing a great job.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he did.
I maybe it's toe hurts or something like that.
There's two teams that I don't really care for, and then they'll be the Dodgers and Yankees. I don't care for.
I second week the Dodgers. I can't stand the Dodgers because I'm a Padres fan too. I hate the Dodgers.
Didn't Aaron Judge just get hurt too?
Yeah, he just broke a toe or something.
Injury.
Yeah, he tore a ligament in his toe.
Yeah, that's what it was. I couldn't remember.
He's on a slow path to recovery.
Speaking of David Lillard, they said on the video game, Uncle said, is the hardest person to defend. He said, you put anybody on when you play in a 6-year or a 9-year-old, he goes, kid just shoots.
Oh, bro, man, they go nuts with him, man. He's almost like a cheat code. Him and Steph Curry, they're cheat codes in the game. Yeah. They are ridiculous.
Yes, but moving on from baseball, we're gonna get into some football topics here. Obviously, first off, with college football, unfortunately, the NCAA just passed some rules about NIL deals. They wanted to, they're trying to regulate and make sure that teams with universities don't take advantage of the NIL deals or they don't go too far. Because they have been having some issues with that. Which, guys, if you don't know, the NIL deals are passed to college athletes now. They can get paid for their likeness, jerseys, and anything like that. But before, college athletes could not get paid. And it was a big topic of discussion for a very long time. But when it was passed finally a couple of years ago, I believe, what was it, 2019? Or was it before that?
It was either, I think it was after that.
Or was it like 2020, 2021?
I think it was 2020 and stuff like that.
Okay. So about 2019, 2020, they passed the NIL deals. Of course, all the college athletes were very happy, very excited now that they can get paid because they've been asking for that for a very long time. Me personally, though, I didn't really have an issue with it because, obviously these student athletes, they do a lot. As long as you focus on your school, you're able to help your team win, whatever sport you do, you contribute, then I don't really see an issue with it. Now, the issue that people were worried about was that if the college athletes did get paid a certain amount of money, that it would throw them off. Like they wouldn't really care about school, or they would just spend the money on nonsense, or they would just kind of dive off the path of what they're trying to do.
Everybody should still be kids.
Right.
Yeah.
They might have
18-year-old kids.
Hopefully you got your parents.
Yeah.
A lot of them go astray because they don't have someone like that.
Right.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's their body. 4 years is you don't get 4 years of pro sports a lot of times.
Yeah.
And
You're completely correct.
all these people are making all this money off of you.
Millions.
It's like we got the
6-digit figures, you know.
yeah,
Angel Reese is making millions right now.
Yeah.
She's getting paid more than WNBA athletes. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
She
She
said
said-
she's trying to stay in college. as
Yeah,
long
she
as
said,
possible.
so there's a reporter asked her, do you want to go to the WNBA? She's like, no, I want to stay in college.
Yeah.
You get paid money on, I mean,
She's got
crap.
sponsors out the wow.
Yeah.
At this point.
My thing about NIL, I think you're taking away from teams who may get recruits. So, like, let's say you got a big recruit. I know SEC teams are going to take kids away from different areas. They're going to. That's a fact. But I feel like some of the guys, like, what's his name? What's the owner of Canes? His name? Graves? Gary Graves. Ty Graves. Ty Graves. Gary Graves is like a politician. But I don't care about politicians. But
You're gonna have to start getting to this soon. I know I will. I mean, that's a topic for another day.
Yeah. But no, but I just think that, like, let's say, dude, have you seen going around Baton Rouge, Gonzales? You see Trey Morgan, Tommy White, all these guys in the Canes ad. Garrett Gray, I mean, Ty Graves.
I need to get that.
Ty Graves has those big names on the podcast. I mean, on his labels, and they're sitting there acting like he's not a big name, and he's pulling those players. That's what I don't like about NIL. Some of those players are going to go from other states and be like, oh, shoot, I can give me a signing thing for Canes, and I'm going to play for LSU. That takes away the recruiting aspect of talent instead, and it goes to money. That's one thing that I don't really care for. That's a perspective of mine. I looked at that. I just noticed that recently, and it really just doesn't sit well with me, but I get it. But
Danny, what do you think about the NIL deals? Is it contributing, or is it working in a negative way?
for the most part, it's got to be positive, and it's a really important thing. And also bringing Texas and Oklahoma to the SEC next year.
I forgot about that. Yeah, gosh.
But overall, I think it's absolutely positive because that's their body. Like, I got an NCAA football game the other day from 15.
14 was the last one.
14. Turn around, we sold that for a bit of money.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was last year. They used. I mean, you got Denard Robinson on there.
Yeah.
They're making millions off him.
And he made nothing.
Made nothing. He went to the pro. I don't even made the pros.
No, he made the pros that switch positions.
he was playing running back in the wide
Running back
receiver.
and wide receiver. He only stayed in the league for about no more than 4 or 5 years.
Who's that?
Denard Robinson.
Denard Robinson, he only played for Jacksonville for like 3 years. That was it.
Yeah, he was mediocre.
Even less.
I
Right.
think he was drafted as a quarterback, too.
No, yeah. He was drafted as a quarterback, and then they made him switch positions. They did the same thing with Terrell Pryor. They did that with
Tebow
Tebow played tight
end.
That was probably the worst decision ever. Like, why would you go from going from a quarterback to tight end? And obviously that it had a negative impact on the Jaguars, and that's when Urban Meyer was still coaching the Jaguars at the time.
touchy-feely everyone.
Well, I mean, what the last straw was is when apparently one of the kickers for the Jaguars at the time filed a huge complaint towards Urban Meyer because apparently he came out on the practice field one day and was just hitting him, kicking him for no reason.
Yeah.
Like just treating him like a child. And the dude was just not having it. I mean, plus another thing, Urban Meyer was also caught at a bar after his team just lost a Thursday night football game with another woman in his lap while he was married. So That was just pretty much icing on
It's
the
almost
cake.
like Coach Hood, huh? Maybe, I don't know. I didn't keep up with that.
If I was coaching that team, I'd be one too. Don't worry.
But let's say about Denard Robinson, he could have made money off of that likeness.
Yeah.
And yet, you don't know where he's at today, but, there's no guarantee he's successful. But you were successful here, but you didn't get paid for it, but everybody else did.
One of the first people to bring up the NIL deal for NCAA games was Johnny Manziel. He was one of the first people to bring it up. And he was like,
Did he?
Yeah. He was one of the first people.
Wow.
He didn't think that he should be his, not his namesake, but the type of player. And they know who it is. He shouldn't be in the game if he's not getting paid.
Right.
He was only a good college player. He was absolutely terrible for us.
He was a concerning QB for Pittsburgh.
I mean, if he would have actually took his job seriously, I feel like he could have been a great player. But no, the man wanted to go out and party all day.
Yeah.
The man was supposed to start on a Monday night football game, and he wasn't with the team. Where was he? He was partying somewhere else in his hometown.
Well, they said in college he would be like, "Where do you guys want to go?" And we take the whole team just out party, and that's all they did. Once you get used to that, I mean,
Yeah,
That's
it
what it's
becomes
about.
a lifestyle. It becomes just a habit.
I remember a story. I was I was at Manning Passing Academy when I was an 8th grader, going into 9th grade, and Johnny Manziel was there, and I met him. I talked to him. The same night after I talked to him, he went to a bar in Thibodeau. He got messed up. Archie Manning found out and told his ass to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny.
Who's Johnny Manziel's head coach at the time? Jimbo, right?
God, what's his name? He's a black guy. I can't think of his name.
Yeah.
That's gonna bother me, Bryson. Why'd you have to say it?
Dude, it's kind of like you got to put your foot down, right?
yeah, Mike Evans is a wide receiver.
Yeah, Mike Evans. Yeah,
Yeah, Mike Evans is.
I know what he looks like. I've seen him.
I'm looking it up because if I don't, it's gonna bother me.
I'm like that too much. Man. If you guys know, people that's watching, if you guys know Johnny Manziel, head coach,
Kevin Sumlin.
Kevin Sumlin. That's his name?
Yes, that was his name.
Good to be reaching out to it.
God, dude, if I didn't look it up, that was gonna bother me because I knew the dude's name. I just couldn't figure it out.
Yeah. Oh, and also going back to LSU, so apparently the NCAA also did a lot of sanctions and removed a lot of their stuff that had anything to do with Les Miles.
Oh, yeah, they gave up games. Now, are they going to give up the championship games if they want to?
Yeah.
Or the bowl games, whatever they want?
Yeah. So apparently they can keep the championship they want, but they're all most of the games and bowl games that they have with them are being sanctioned.
I heard it was up to like 37 games or something.
Yeah, it was like 36.
There's a recruiting violation.
This is one player.
It was
Who?
Some offensive lineman.
Wow.
Was it recruiting violations, Dave, or was it just because of what Les Miles did?
I can't remember. But they said every game that guy was in, they took off.
Yeah.
It wasn't just football; it was basketball, boys basketball too.
Yeah, but basketball got caught first.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. That is the most bullcrap thing that ever happened. Dude, you know how many people on a daily, Mike Krzyzewski, Roy Williams, all those guys probably did the same thing that Will Wade did?
And now that it's legal, I mean, what the hell?
Exactly.
There's a
So was Will Wade just accused of trying to pay players?
No, he did it. They had evidence that he did it, but he's not the only one that did it though.
I was just going to say, do you know Jay Williams?
Yeah.
Dude, he got questioned on his
He played for
stint with Duke.
yes.
And he was like, did Mike Krzyzewski, right?
Yeah.
Did Mike Krzyzewski, it's tongue twister, man.
What's that? She said,
But they asked him, like, did he ever offer you money to come here? and he got quiet. He got quiet for about 10 seconds or something. And he was like, I mean, no. Like, he denied it.
No, he lied.
Oh, yeah.
You could tell in that line.
You can think about it. I'm pretty sure J.J. Redick went through the same thing, too. When he was
J.J. Redick, I guarantee you, Zion had one through too.
Oh, yeah.
Kentucky players.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Calipari.
Calipari did it too.
I mean, I'm a huge Kentucky basketball fan, but Calipari's just
No, you got Calipari doing it.
Anthony
Recently,
Think about the studs that went through that camp. I'm sorry if I interrupted.
think about Penny Hardaway. Penny Hardaway just got caught doing it too.
But he got suspended for 3 games.
I know, but we're gonna go back. Are you gonna just look at those guys and not look at the guys who did it before? We're gonna look at that. Or we're gonna turn the cold shoulder. That's my whole.
It's literally a matter if you get caught or not.
I think the NCAA needs to.
don't hear about Alabama getting
Yes.
in trouble.
What'd you say?
I said you don't hear about Alabama getting in trouble. You know,
Right.
Exactly.
they hate on LSU. They hate on certain teams.
Yeah.
And it's all politics.
Oh,
Right about that.
I mean, kind of like what Rocky Goodell likes doing with the Saints, huh? Yeah.
And the Patriots, don't act like you're going to do stuff in the Patriots.
Oh, yes. That's the reason.
Dude, they had it. Okay.
That's the reason why he's getting booed. Why do you think Roger Goodell gets booed in every NFL draft and Super Bowl presentation he does?
Because he's the worst commissioner out of every single pro sport.
Yeah, and he just got his contract extended too.
Oh,
He's timid, bro. He's super timid.
No, so what percentage of college players do you think got paid all the time?
85 and 100%.
And I'm talking about every sport. I mean, or football, football, basketball, maybe.
It's definitely a high percentage. I mean, there was definitely a lot of deals under the table that people just kept hush hush. Nobody said anything about it.
Right, all the way back to the Ivy Leagues when they were, you know, those rich kids didn't do that stuff for free, bro. I mean, you look at some of those basketball, Lake Forest.
Oh yeah,
LSU had baseball players. Florida had baseball players. In my opinion, Lake Forest had a bunch of talented rich kids. They just haven't played baseball. And I'm just saying that because they just look like they're just not somebody I'd hang out with.
Right. I hate NIL. I mean, I don't hate NIL because, like you said, it does do good for those kids, those people who are trying to make it. But you're taking away, you're basically putting the money card instead of the talent card out there. That's what college is supposed to be about. Who's the most talented player? We're going to recruit the most talented player. We're going to get him for that. If you want to worry about money, bust your ass, go to the NFL. Hey, I know it's easier said than done.
Yeah. I mean, but that's when that's also when injuries come.
Yes. That's true. I gotta count that.
If they would have gave a little bit back then, it wouldn't have been such a shit show right now.
Right.
My mom's husband was telling me if they would just gave a little bit back then and regulated, but now it's just all wide open.
Yeah.
Right.
Completely correct.
Because I mean, you saw with sorry, y'all, I'm thinking now.
It's all good.
We're good. Technical difficulties.
But no, I mean, y'all saw what happened with Zion when the shoe came apart on the basketball game. And then after that incident happened, everybody, all the analysts and everybody in the sports was just like, "You should have went to the NBA already. You should have went to the NBA already." I'm like, man, that was just like a freak accident. You know, like his shoes just came apart. I think he was wearing like Paul George's brand new shoe at the time.
There's just so much force going down in that shoe.
He also weighs 280 pounds, so it's kind of hard not.
6'7",
Yeah.
Larry.
So I got a question I'll tell you. So there's a girl that plays volleyball, and then there's that guy that plays volleyball with him. And she was injured due to him spiking her.
He spiked the ball at her or something?
Yeah, he spiked the ball at her, messed her all up,
Wow.
And so I'm just saying, I'm hoping soon they get that regulated with the whole trans.
Yeah, you got me beat on that one, man. I haven't heard about that. But
I haven't heard that.
That's
Oh,
pretty
wait,
crazy.
I know the one he's talking about. Are you talking about that video where this older transgender athlete was playing with women's volleyball and she came and just spiked it over the net and hit the girl in the face?
Wow.
Yeah, I seen that video. Yeah, they got there was a lot of controversy in that.
I don't know if we want to touch that
Yeah.
subject here or not, but I just was wondering.
Yeah,
We're just getting ratings. We might want to stop.
Yeah, I'm trying to get ratings.
Oh,
Let's
my
not get that.
yeah. I mean, I seen that video. Unfortunately, I mean, that's kind of a difficult subject to talk about.
Disagree.
I mean, all I'm going to say
I
is
could.
that I mean, more than 20 states have passed legislation to not allow transgender athletes to participate in women's sports. And I mean, we're not going to get into is it right or is it wrong. That's just we don't talk about that. That's a fact though, and we're just going to move on to the next thing. Yeah, you didn't ask a bad question.
No, yeah,
No,
I
you're
was
good.
completely
I understand.
understanding that.
Yeah, I mean that's just a really difficult subject to touch on. We just don't want to think about it.
No.
But we're going back to the NILP is good Lord, I couldn't get it out. Overall, it seems like it's been very good beneficiary. Like I said, the NCAA just kind of passed more rules to make sure that universities don't go out of line and take things too far. So far it's working good. I mean, like I said, athletes love it. The only thing that really, especially in football, most of the coaches, athletic directors, they don't really appreciate the transfer portal because it really can mess up a lot of plans they have going forward. I mean, it can either help or it can affect them in a negative way. I mean, obviously we've seen how the transfer portal helps other universities. Like for instance, Bo Nix transferred over to Oregon, and he's doing really well in Oregon. And then
Shout out to Bro Nix. He's in his 8th year of college.
he's still killing it. How old is he now?
I think he's my
Like
age.
50.
I think he's my age. I graduated with him.
Jeez. Yeah, but Bo Nix originally played at Auburn, and now Auburn's quarterback was he used to play at LSU. I can't even remember his name.
TJ Fleetwood.
TJ.
Yeah.
Thank you.
TJ Fleetwood.
Wait, Bo Nix is back in Auburn? Or at
No,
Auburn?
he transferred Auburn to Oregon. And then obviously Caleb Williams, who played at USC, transferred over to Oklahoma.
No, opposite.
Oh, it was opposite. I'm sorry. I thought he started with
No, you
USC.
good.
Right team.
So he played at Oklahoma, and then he transferred over to USC.
Yes.
Right team.
Yes. So he is now USC is obviously coached by Lincoln Riley. USC is a good program where they produce a lot of great talent. And in fact, Brooks, a really great Patriot end who played at USC. You know who that is?
No.
Willie McGinnis.
Yeah. I'm John, please.
You're good, buddy. No, but Willie McGinnis came on USC. He was absolutely Patriots level, 3-time Super Bowl champ.
So do you like the fact that they don't have to wait a year when they transfer?
Yeah. You want me to say that, like you said, the transfer portal can screw a lot of things up. But, dude, is it interesting to watch?
Oh, my gosh.
Dude, like, you know how they got a free agency period in, like,
Professional
sports? They need a transfer portal, like, period. And,
Yeah.
dude, that could be, dude, how many ratings come in and how many people would watch that?
Yeah.
I would definitely watch it. Any sport.
It also affects Vegas' odds of who they think is in the national championship.
Well, that's what makes it interesting,
And
too.
this is with the money too. I mean, all the higher ups, you think they're really gonna want that
No.
to mess with the money?
No, they're not going to want
Anything?
Okay, it depends on where the guys go. For like, let's say a guy's transferring from, like Jordan Addison, for example, the kid from Pitt, the wide receiver.
He went to Pitt to
USC.
USC, playing with Caleb right?
Yeah. That could bring in some money.
Oh yeah.
That could bring in some money, but let's say you gotta. I mean, people are not gonna look at the. I'm just trying to find an example. Like, what's his freaking name? Eli Ricks going to Alabama.
Oh, he was Alabama. LSU.
That didn't get as much attention. Those big names are gonna get you that attention.
Right.
I'm
surprised how bad he kind of fell off. I don't want to say anybody fell off or it's bad on, but I really haven't heard anything from him since he left LSU. He played against LSU and then he got tortured.
Yeah.
Isn't there a player that came back to LSU from Alabama? Is that what you guys talking about?
So I think he was like a 5-star cornerback. He went to LSU first, for LSU. I think this was right after our national championship season.
No, I think it was during the national championship.
Was it during the national championship?
Yeah. Also, one thing is, I coached his little brother in freshman basketball.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
How'd that go?
Yeah, he's a good kid, great kid.
Nice.
Shout out to Caleb.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
He went from LSU to Bama, and he was regarded as one of the top corners in that.
Stud.
He was a stud.
Yeah. He was 5-star.
Then something happened to him at LSU. Didn't he get hurt or something?
I think it was
100%.
elbow.
Yeah, it was something.
Or something with his knee. It was either elbow or knee. One of his joints. I mean, isn't it always some joint,
I think, I don't know, man. I know he got hurt. I just don't remember what.
Yeah.
Injury.
Could be wrong.
I was actually
No injury?
I'm seeing right now. It's just him with the shoulder injury.
Oh, shoulder.
Shoulder injury. That's what happened.
Okay. It probably was his.
That was during like
rotator cuff or something.
labrum or something. Dude, those injuries are not to be played with either. The shoulder injuries are some of the worst injuries that you can have in sports. Because they can keep you out for a long time. And they can keep recurring too.
Oh, yeah.
It's like an ACL injury, like a Derrick Rose, that can keep recurring.
Yeah.
Derrick Rose, he's still playing?
Yes, he is. He is actually a free agent. He's a free agent right now.
He's looking for 15 plus games.
I think it was a beast back in the He's a beast back in the
Oh man.
Yeah, he was one of him, and there's two guys that I wish we could have seen. And one of them played with Trailblazers, Bryson. Him and Brandon Roy. I wish we could have seen both of them go after it if it wasn't for injury.
No, yeah, bro. Matt's been playing for a while.
Absolutely.
Signed with somebody soon.
What's the best for Derrick?
Yeah. But
Go ahead, bro.
I was waiting. I was seeing what else we got.
What else do you have here, man?
Yeah, so so the next topic, we're going to talk a little bit about teams in the top 25 this year. So obviously, a lot of people were surprised that Tulane was ranked number 9 this year. You got to think about that.
Early.
What do you think will be ranked at the end of the year?
Is that preseason? Is that preseason?
Yeah, preseason.
Yo!
Yeah, Tulane. The Tulane Greenway ranked number 9.
They were good last year, though. I'm not gonna.
I like it.
I like it. I'm not against it.
Their football program has come a long way because they were just like that football team that people were going to play and just like, all right guys, let's get this win and let's go out and get your coach.
Let's make it easy Saturday, folks.
My boy, got a friend of mine played just scratched over him. Boy Cameron Wire plays for him.
Oh yeah.
Boy Cameron Wire. Shout out to you, Cam.
And Tulane actually played in the ball game this year. So.
And they won the bowl
They
game.
beat USC.
They beat USC, yes.
Yeah.
So it was. They beat
Yep.
USC in the Sugar Bowl, right?
It was
Or,
one of those bigger bowls. It was something. But
yeah, it was a prime time.
it was a close game. I think that they took a lead off of it was like a touchdown in late in the fourth.
Yeah,
and
it was a high-scoring game.
All I remember is they had this
They went for a 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
And they decided to win by 46-45 in the Cotton Bowl.
Cotton Bowl. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Nah, they had this one. Like I remember watching it and they had that girl who was just like, "Oh my God,
What's going
we're
on?
gonna fucking win."
Dude, have you seen the rings they got though?
Yes,
Bro,
them rings are better than Super Bowl rings.
I know one of the trainers. She's one of the people that pick up. But she
She's
actually got one too.
yeah. When you're part of the staff, like that,
Yeah, she's one of the staffs, and she sets up everything, all kinds of stuff
You
like
know
that.
what's in
Uh,
there? Shout her out.
anyway, yeah, dude, she got a bad ring.
Dude,
bro.
them rings are not
Rings
the
are
play.
bad, bro. It was covering up her whole
Have you
thing.
dude, like there's some of them are three in the Super Bowl rings, like real shit.
Oh
Three in
my
the Super Bowl.
gosh, they're massive.
Well, I feel like championship rings are bigger.
Yeah.
God.
You gotta have something that carry. You falling over.
Yeah,
Like, I saw
Yeah.
the rings that the Kansas City Chiefs got, and that thing was humongous.
Dude, you see how it opens too? You can like open it or something.
What?
You can open it, you can twist it open. It's like you watch an Indiana Jones and they're twisting the key.
That sounds like a douche ring.
No man, dude, they doing the most with that.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
And then obviously LSU was ranked at 16.
Be higher.
Yeah, I think we should be at least around.
I think me personally, I think we should either be 10 or 11.
Who's on the receiving core? Neighbors left, didn't he? No, he's back.
I
Lee
think
Neighbors is back.
Neighbors is back.
He's gonna be the best.
Lacey. Is his name Kyron Lacey? Something Lacey. He was number 2 last
What
year.
about that? What's his name? The kid from Walker. Thomas kid. Well, he was number.
I saw his name the other day.
No, yeah.
Yeah, man, you gotta beat on that one, bro.
We have a name for us, LSU wide receivers. Thomas something. So but no, and obviously they got Taylor coming back.
Yeah.
And tight end. Rodriguez, his dad was an NFL Hall of Famer.
Dude, he was.
He's gonna get stuck. He's time enough. He's gonna get stuck. What's his name?
Jason Taylor. He was an edge rusher.
Oh, it's his son.
Yes.
Well, his son's name is
Mason.
Mason Taylor.
Mason Taylor.
Yeah, he got married to Zach Thomas's sister. They played for the Dolphins
Yeah.
back in the day.
Okay.
So he's a tight end, huh?
But
Yeah.
That's actually who Taylor played. Taylor played for the Dolphins.
Yeah, he played with Zach Thomas.
Zach Thomas and Jason Taylor.
What college did he go to? Miami?
For Jason Taylor.
I want to see that.
Not quite sure.
I think you're right. I think he went to Miami. Let's see real quick.
Everybody went to Miami.
Yeah.
Everybody went to Miami.
The defense was ridiculous.
Bro, the University of Miami has produced a lot of talent over the years. Obviously, Ed Reed, Ray Lewis. Who was that running back that played there?
Lewis McGahee.
You got McGahee, you got
Yeah,
Clint
Lewis
Portis,
Lewis
McGahee.
McGahee.
you got Clint Portis, you
Clint
got
Portis. Oh my gosh, I forgot about him.
Portis.
you got Warren Sapp, you got The Rock. You
Yeah,
got
Rock.
Yeah,
Ray Lewis.
Yeah,
Akron.
Yeah, he called Ray Lewis.
Jason Taylor played with Akron.
Oh,
Yeah.
Akron.
yeah, Jeremy Shockey,
Jeremy Shockey was a stud too.
Yeah.
Like he did go.
Yeah.
Killer Hernandez.
Yeah.
Killer Hernandez.
Killer Hernandez was there for a minute.
No, Killer Hernandez never. He played at Florida.
You talking about
Florida?
Aaron Hernandez?
No, he played at
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right,
It
you're
was
right.
him, Tebow, and
That was
Ricky
one of
Martin.
the
Yeah, I
first.
think they were. Wasn't that the same year?
Yeah, no, yeah, that was one of the most was dominant team. But didn't they had like you have I don't know how big a NCAA football roster is, but probably half of that team has been arrested. Yes.
Cam
Led by-
QB.
yeah,
They
led
got
by
arrested.
Holier than thou, Tim Tebow. They all got arrested.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
I
Let's
love
not go out. Let's just stay home tonight.
I love, hey, don't get me wrong, I love Tim Tebow, but I mean,
Yeah.
jeez,
Yeah. We loved Tim Tebow in college. I wish he would have got a second chance in the NFL.
he
The
wasn't
last
good enough.
team he played quarterback for
Was the
New
New
England Eagles, but he got cut in preseason.
I thought they tried to move him to tight end too. I think
They
the
were
last-
talking about it, and he just
Oh.
shot it. Tebow shot
He
it.
just wants to play quarterback.
So the last position at QB we actually seen him play. I mean, last team would have been. Was it Eagles? I
Yeah.
thought it was Denver, like in action. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
So in action,
it was.
well, no, he did play quarterback a couple times with the Jets.
Yeah.
He did
Yeah.
play the Jets too.
Yeah. But he was mainly the backup quarterback and put on special teams, and then the Jets cut him. But Tebow was actually working out with quarterback coach who actually helped out Tom Brady as well. Tom House,
Yeah,
he's a good quarterback. Dude.
Absolutely.
The Philadelphia Eagles gave him a chance to sign a good roster, and honestly, Tim Tebow actually did pretty well for the Eagles. He played through 2-3 preseason games, and after the third one, the Eagles better, which was really sad to see.
yeah. I think that he was just. His time passed by. I think that the era of the running quarterback wasn't there yet.
Yeah, I was just about to say
The era of the
if-
running quarterback was not there yet.
If Tim was in this era right now,
I can
I
agree
think
with you.
so.
I think he's on the level with Anthony Richardson, and he would have been more so because Anthony Richardson. I don't think he has that passing yet.
I don't know. Have you
Does
not
he?
seen that dude
He's
throw
got a
football?
bomb. He's got a bomb of an arm.
freaking cannon.
Is he accurate?
He's okay. He's
That's
not.
the real question.
Yeah.
But you can bomb that though like Jamarcus Russell, whatever you ask.
That's a great comparison, Lando. I like that.
Yeah. Jamarcus Russell was actually the only first round pick in LSU history to be a draft best.
Yeah,
He's the only one.
he was.
He has high
That's why-
expectations on him too, though. How tall was he? 6'5".
He was a
like
horse.
6'4", 6'5", but the problem is he was fat.
He was fat and
kept gaining
lazy.
weight.
He put no effort
He didn't.
behind it.
Wasn't there the story that he didn't? They sent him home with blank tapes, and they told him he came back the next day and they asked him what you watched. He said, "I watched Blitz packages or something."
Yeah. Bro.
I do remember a few years ago, like he was a free agent at the time with no NFL team. He's like 33, 34 years old at the time. He wanted to make a comeback in the NFL. Like he wanted to try out for a team.
Sure.
And every NFL scout or manager told him, like, look, bro, you got to at least lose 50 pounds before you can try to that. Yeah.
They're gonna do the same thing with Zion.
I was literally about to say something about that.
Yeah. Well, Zion's weight isn't a problem. It's just the
Yes,
fact
it is.
Yeah,
What is
It is a big problem.
he's
He can't stay healthy. That's one of the reasons why he can't stay healthy.
I just thought like it was his commitment. Like he was just
That too. No, that too.
It's the two combined. And, I mean, anytime he's on the court, dude, he's looking like an all-star.
I don't blame him though. Whenever I would have got drafted to the Wolves, I believe that KG Philly too. Right on
Yeah, it's kind of
that.
hard to pass up, you know.
Yes.
I just don't want another Anthony Davis situation happen. Because obviously Anthony Davis was unhappy playing here because he just kept saying that the organization's not doing that to help him. Yada.
He wasn't wrong.
Yeah. I mean, which he wasn't wrong. I mean, they really didn't really go out and get any players to support him and help him. So Anthony Davis just said, all right, look, I had enough. And then obviously the Pelicans traded him to the Lakers. So we got Brandon Ingram.
I heard that Brandon Ingram has been causing some problems too. I read that somewhere. I don't know if it's true, but it was something about how his teammates don't think that he's playing hard enough or something like that.
Wow. See, I heard the complete opposite.
I read that somewhere. It's probably not true. You can't listen to anything that you read on the internet. So
Yeah. You definitely have to find like a really good legitimate switch.
Adrian Wojnarowski.
A lot of times people will just post stuff and they really don't like this person if they're trying to put it back.
Yeah.
Like for instance, like with Tom Brady with that whole Deflategate crap.
He was acquitted of it. They found no evidence of it.
Yeah, to this day I will stand by this, ladies and gentlemen, audience. Tom Brady did not deflate any footballs. You cannot prove or show me otherwise.
Bill Belichick? No, I'm just kidding.
It was Roger Goodell.
Now, Bill Belichick, he hasn't. Bill Belichick has cheated a couple times.
Okay, as a Patriots fan, I'll admit to Spygate. There was some pretty damning evidence about that.
What about that fumble? Was it a fumble or was it?
Dude, okay.
Lord.
Are you
Tucker
talking
rule?
about that play with Charles Woodson?
Tucker rule. Okay, this is what I would say.
He even admitted it.
Tom Brady admitted that it was a fumble. And I've watched that play so many times, like just replays of it. It is super close, but
Tom Brady to this
Only
day
a Patriots
says
fan.
that we were.
Only a Patriots fan would say.
hey, you didn't let me finish.
No. My bad.
Go ahead, go for it.
It might be a fumble. It might have been a fumble.
Tom Brady to this day said that it was the most graceful, luckiest thing in his career.
Yeah,
But
it wasn't that 28-3 comeback either.
I got something as a Buccaneers fan. If you wouldn't have got that, John Gruden would have won Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, 100%. He was coaching the Raiders.
Right. Right. He would have never left to come to the Buccaneers. We might not got a Super Bowl out of that.
Well, honestly,
That makes sense.
though, obviously, and look, the John Gruden coached the Buccaneers at the time, got their first Super Bowl win back in 2002 against the Raiders, the team he used to coach.
Right.
It was a pretty much easy Super Bowl for the Buccaneers because John Gruden knew the Raiders playbook inside and out. He knew what they were going to do, so he was able to match with them step for step. I mean, the Buccaneers, and obviously the Buccaneers had supreme talent at the time. They had Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks.
Oh, dude, they were.
John Lynch, Simeon Rice.
Who was Ryan Greasy the quarterback of that team?
Brad Johnson.
Brad Johnson was the
They
quarterback.
had the
Who's that
A-Train,
running back?
Thomas Jones, or
He wasn't Cadillac.
it's either Michael Pittman or Thomas Jones. No, Cadillac came after.
Where did Ward Dunn go to?
He went to Buccaneers.
He went to Falcons. He went to Bucks.
Did he? Yeah, wasn't he drafted by the Falcons?
He was drafted by. It was either or. Because I know he played for Buccaneers.
He did play for the Buccaneers. He played for the Falcons and he played for the Buccaneers.
Flip flop.
Flip flop.
He'd be drafted by the Bucks, and he was at the
Drafted
Falcons.
by the Bucks.
At the time, he's from Baton Rouge.
Yeah, correct. My dad was cool with him.
He's a good
He's
dude.
got a lot of good charities out there. He's a good guy.
Absolutely. But no, we had either Pittman or Thomas Jones, and I can't.
Rondé Barber went on that team. Huh?
You know,
Oh, Rondé
Robert
Barber.
Rondé Barber was a stud.
but I just strongly believe that if the Tuck rule went out, the Raiders would have won. Gruden would never left after that.
Dude, that could have. Can you, like, you said you're a big sports history guy. Can you think about how that could have altered
Yeah.
history?
Yeah.
Tom Brady probably would have not been the greatest after that.
I mean, you could think. I'm not gonna say greatest. I mean, because how many Super Bowls he has? Seven.
Yes, sir.
He's got seven. Take one off. He's got 6, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because that doesn't really.
He's
I
got
don't think
more
that
than most
affects-
NFL franchises. So
Well, if Gruden don't leave, Gruden was at Raiders,
when he would have left.
and
They
then
got
yeah,
well after he finished coaching with the Bucks, he decided to become an analyst on Monday Night Football. And then he got hired back on as the Raiders head coach, and then unfortunately there's a lot of emails that got leaked out
Yeah.
some other person where he was calling out a lot of people.
He's an idiot.
And then he sued the NFL for defamation of character and he won the case.
did he win a case?
Yeah, John Gruden won the case in court.
I think he did.
The reason why he got fired is because he couldn't get a franchise quarterback, which is ironic because he made Rich Gannon look really good. He made Brad Johnson look really good. But then he tried with Chris Sims, Brian Greasy, he just couldn't do it.
I mean, Derek Carr, God bless his soul. I mean, obviously he's with the Saints now, but he wanted to play for Gruden. I mean, he said he loved his wisdom, he loved the wisdom, he loved the teachings that John brought, but Derek just said that him and John just could never get on the same page. Like John would never appreciate him or just give that loving factor, like, hey man, you did a great job.
Right.
I'd rather play for Johnny Gruden than freaking Josh McDaniels.
Josh McDaniels is not a head coach.
He is terrible.
He just needs to be a coordinator. That's all he's good.
It's the name.
He needs to be stay there. Yeah.
What is the name? Yeah.
The only successful hire that came off the Bill Belichick staff was Bill O'Brien. He was the most successful because he actually won a couple of division titles with the Houston Texans.
What about the Titans coach?
And then he went to Penn State, right?
No, when Mike Vrabel was a player.
And Mike Vrabel was. There's one guy that he's our D coordinator, but I think that he could really go some.
Patricia.
No, Gerard Mayo.
Oh, Gerard Mayo. Yeah,
Gerard Mayo could really go somewhere and be a good.
I think he was first. He was hired as a linebacker coach.
He was a
I
line.
think he just got promoted.
Yeah, he just got promoted to D coordinator.
I thought Matt Patricia was the Lions head coach.
He was.
He got fired because he was doing a terrible job.
Yeah, and then he tried to become the offensive coordinator for the Patriots last year.
Well, because Bill Belichick didn't want to hire him.
Yeah.
So he split. He said, "All right, Matt, Joe Judge,
Yeah.
you guys should be calling plays this year." But now Bill O'Brien is back at the helm as the offensive coordinator.
Dude, that was like Dumb and Dumber trying to call an offense.
Yeah. And obviously, you saw that.
He runs in the okay.
You got me with that one.
Wait until you're drinking.
I mean, obviously, Mac Jones struggled. I mean, because he didn't have a really good offensive
Of
coordinator.
course.
But now that Bill O'Brien is back in the picture, now things could be real different. But obviously, the AFC East is going to be tough now because obviously Aaron Rodgers is with the Jets. That apparently, according to the Jets general manager, they were a quarterback away from becoming a great team. We're about to see how that transpires. And then obviously we have the Buffalo Bills, who are led by Josh Allen, who was on the cover of Madden 24 this year. This is what I think.
Yeah. Can I ask you guys a question?
Hold on, guys.
Listen there.
Can I ask you guys a question?
What's up?
Who do you think is going to be the sleeper?
You a sleeper?
I can tell you who will be mine if they get two people.
I would say, I want to say, I got two. I want to say the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I think the Jacksonville Jaguars are a very big sleeper team.
But I see, dude, I think a lot of people are on Jacksonville just because how far they made it last year and how hot they were in the season.
They were hot, but
They were hot.
Well, they finally got some good drafters on the team. I mean, when you have that many losing records, you're bound to get some kind of great talent somewhere. Obviously, they got Travis Etienne and Trevor Lawrence.
You can't forget about Calvin Ridley, bro. They
Yeah.
stole him from Atlanta.
just to bet them up.
Calvin,
Oh,
please, for the love of God, do not gamble. Please, don't do it.
So
You're a talented player. Please.
back to your point with the Brady thing. The question is, if he would have won it, would Brady have won that without Belichick?
What?
Any Super Bowls? And you know how many?
This is who gets more credit, Brady or Belichick?
I give them both the same amount of credit because you can't have one without the other. But there's times where, I mean, that's such a hypothetical statement. It's hard to say whether or not. Let's just say that because let's say we can talk about when Brady wasn't there because of the suspension. Jimmy Garoppolo came in and kicked ass.
Yeah. Had to start four games that year.
You remember when Sam Cassell came in and he was doing
Matt Castle, he did stuff with Tom Brady for his ACL.
They missed the playoffs with 11 wins.
They still had 11 wins out there starting coming off.
Well, no. Yeah, you're talking about the year where Brady got hurt.
Yeah.
And missed the rest of the year.
Yeah.
They finished the winning record instead.
Yeah, they that was the year after they lost the Super Bowl in New York. I think it was 2008.
It was a game they were playing against the Chiefs, I think.
Yes.
The safety came in like hit Brady low and he tore the ACL. That was the only year that Brady missed an entire season.
It's hard to say because they're so good together. I think that, but you can't just say it was one person. Having those probably one of the greatest defenses every year was a big factor.
They were very consistent.
They were very consistent defenses.
They did have some good defensive players. Obviously, they had Rod Mayo. They even had Asante Samuel Sr. at one point.
I hate that dude for what he said recently about Bill Belichick. But go ahead.
What did you say about the guy?
He basically just shit on Bill Belichick, saying he was a terrible coach.
You know, you can say back to Asante Samuel, why didn't you make that interception against the Giants in the Super Bowl?
Exactly. But no,
What do you think they would have wanted with Bledsoe? If Bledsoe would have got injured,
I think
they would have won that first Super Bowl with Bledsoe.
I think they could have. Yeah.
Because Bledsoe was still a good quarterback at the time.
Yeah, he was.
But when he went to Dallas, I'm sorry, not to Dallas, he got signed by Buffalo after that year.
Yeah, but there's so many factors that go into who is more at give the credit more to Belichick and Brady.
right?
It's you had Tom Brady playing one of the greatest duos in football history, maybe top 5. It's not even a bias thing. That duo was unstoppable. Him and Gronk were unstoppable. That really can make a difference.
Before Gronk, Brady there was a lot of tremendous offense before Gronk. Wes Welker, Randy Moss, Benjamin Watson.
Benjamin Watson,
You had the boy
Deion
Falk.
Branch.
You had the boy Falk. Your boy
Didn't
Falk.
Randy Walker on point?
No, Lenny Walker was a tight.
It was a tight the entire time. I thought.
They had John Smith.
You had your LSU boy.
Yeah.
He was awful for them.
Your LSU boy, the Falk.
Kevin Falk. was
Kevin
a
Falk.
stud.
Yeah, he was one of the running backs at the time. They also had what was his name? Lawrence Maroney.
Lawrence Maroney was
They
good
had
too.
Corey Dillon for a while.
Dude, there's 2 running backs. Like,
Randy Moss.
whenever
Yeah.
there's 2 running backs that I wish that we, or no, one that no 2 that I wish we had back. I would take those guys back in a heartbeat over any running back we have right now. With Garrett Blunt and Shane Vereen, I would take those 2 guys back in a freaking heartbeat.
Over Rashawn Stevenson. I mean, Ryan. What's his name?
Ramondre
Stevenson. Yeah. He's
He's a dude, but Shane Vereen was a dude too.
Oh yeah.
Shane Vereen was a dude, and Garrett Blunt was definitely a dude.
Well, Garrett Blunt was just a straight college.
Yeah, that's why I like an old school
I
college.
picked up Stephen Ridley too at one point from LSU, huh?
Yeah, he had a solid.
Yeah, he had a nice little stint there.
They had one guy else that we had. Ben Jarvis Green Ellis was a good runner. He was a good running back. But I think the best running back that the Patriots had was probably Shane Vereen. He was one of the better ones that we had, just because of how consistent he was. And then, well, they didn't really use this guy as a running back, but James White was a freaking stud.
I was just gonna say, I feel like James White
He's real consistent.
They utilized him a lot.
Yes.
He's real consistent.
Well, he was always put outside as a wide receiver, like a screen type running back. He was so successful too. He knew how to play the game like that. I really respect running backs that play like that.
Yeah. And of course, George, you're probably remind us a lot of the 2007 season.
Don't start. Don't start.
I'm sorry.
Don't start. I was a kid then, but dude, if you knew how much that game broke my freaking heart.
I mean, so guys, obviously the 2007 Super Bowl was historic. It was the Patriots and the Giants.
Still the best team ever. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah. So the 2007 Patriots finished 17-0. They were going to have a perfect season that year, but unfortunately, the Giants, led by Michael Strahan and Eli Manning. Michael Strahan is a future Hall of Famer, one of the best edge rushers in the league.
Oh, absolutely.
In the NFL.
Yes.
But the Patriots did take the lead late in the game, but
don't, please don't.
Like
I'm getting pizza. I'm really getting sad for a second.
Like I
I
said,
understand, buddy.
on a side note, I had a party that day, and I still pay for that.
You paid for what?
Me, the ex, I was like, around Super Bowl party when she left. She was pregnant.
Okay.
And I still pay for that.
I just.
Yeah. I mean,
it was a hell of a
Russ,
party.
I'm with you, man. The Patriots should have won that Super Bowl. I mean, David Tyree. Eli Manning had the most luckiest throw, and he better.
It wasn't a bad throw. It was a lucky ass catch.
Yeah, he better. he better thank David Tyree every second of his life. Because if David Tyree doesn't make that play, I don't think the Giants win the Super Bowl.
I don't
No, he doesn't. He gets sacked. Dude, there was twice that he could have gotten sacked on that play, and we could not wrap up the tackle.
Yeah. That's when they had Richard Seymour, Vince Wilfork,
Harrison was safety.
Rodney Harrison.
Rodney Harrison. They also had Junior Seau at linebacker at that time.
No, it was Teddy Bruschi.
No, it was Junior Seau and Teddy Bruschi.
Was Junior on that?
Yeah, Junior Seau was on that team.
I don't remember that. But no, dude, I'm getting depressed right now. Let's change the subject, man.
Hey, but look, I'm broke.
Hey, we made up for it with the 28-3 comeback win, so I'll take that.
Hey, look, you can shit on Atlanta Falcon fans all day, every day.
Scott, my boy Scotty, the Atlanta Falcons.
I think there's 2 Super Bowls you guys should have won that game, and 2 that you won that you might not have. So
Yeah, we
I thought
should have
always,
won that one and the Eagles.
yeah, one of the, I can't.
Well, the
remember.
Eagles one was back and forth. Like that was just an offensive.
If Brandon Cooks does not get hurt, we win that Super Bowl.
Yeah, Brandon Cook got rocked.
He got rocked.
Yeah,
He got
I
rocked.
can't remember what safety
It was a peel back freaking. Got rocked.
It was bad. Yeah, it was bad.
How do you think I feel? Okay, so Tampa Bay's been to 2 Super Bowls. Shitty games. We just killed them both.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Well, look, Danny, I'm telling you, the only reason why the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl against the Chiefs is because Patrick Mahomes had no offensive line whatsoever.
I totally agree. People say that was Brady had. They could have put freaking Ryan Leaf out there.
I mean, bro, every time the ball was snapped, Patrick Mahomes was running for his life. He had no time to look around the field or nothing.
Your boy Devin White was just on him.
Yeah, I mean, now that obviously, look, I'm not going to knock out the Buccaneers. Obviously, they had tremendous talent. They had Devin, still have Devin White. Who's that safety? Whitehead?
Yeah. Jermaine Whitehead or something like that.
Was it Danny? Not Danny. Was it Amir Whitehead or something Whitehead?
Yeah, I don't remember.
And obviously the cornerback. He still plays for him. He's the best cornerback.
He's second generation.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name right now.
Man.
He's like Tyrann Mathieu.
Yeah. But he was locking up. I mean, and shout out to who's the other linebacker y'all have besides Devin White. He played for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Is she booking me?
I think he wore 54. Oh God, what was his name?
What do you got? Shit, I don't know.
Oh, it was Devin White and
54. For who?
Buccaneer.
he was another linebacker. No, he's another linebacker that played right next to Devin White. They picked him up from Jacksonville. God.
David? No.
Levante David.
Levante
David. That's what it
Levante
was.
David.
Thank you.
And
I'm
then
so
they
glad
also
you said David.
they also had Shaquille Barrett, right?
Still
Yeah.
there. They had a.
Yeah.
Marcus, what's up, man? Thanks
Yeah.
for tuning in to the pod,
They
brother.
had one no phone with Jason Pierre-Paul.
Yeah.
Pierre Paul.
Yeah, one of the sickest linebackers.
And obviously, you have that D tackle, Vita Vea.
Vita Vea, yeah.
That dude's a
And
stud.
we also
He's
had
a force.
He is.
He's got quick feet.
That man
For
doesn't
that
play.
big?
That man doesn't even play with gloves on.
No, that's how you know he's a badass.
we had a boy that cheats a lot too. I can't think of his name.
Y'all picked up Ndamukong Suh.
Ndamukong Suh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, Dominic Sue was on that team.
Y'all picked up Suh, and
He was a difference maker too. I mean, like I said, that particular Super Bowl. I mean, Brady didn't really have to throw the ball. I mean, they just handed off to Leonard Fournette.
Leonard Fournette went off in that game.
Yeah, playoff winning. That's what they call it.
did you guys see recently happened with
Yeah, his car caught on fire on the
on the
interstate.
interstate? I'm sorry to just switch the
No,
subject.
man, no,
you're
you
good.
can't.
That's actually was a good bit of the topic you're talking about.
Oh, my bad, y'all.
No, you're good. I mean, we can.
We're gonna segue into
Spend
it
the
right now.
5 minutes of that thing.
I think he's good though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
Glad nothing bad happened to him. But yeah, unfortunately, guys, is sad news in the football world. one last week. But Ryan Mallett, who's a quarterback, he played at Arkansas College. He was drafted by the Patriots. Currently, he was backup quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. He unfortunately drowned today.
Yeah,
He was 35 years old.
that's what happened.
He drowned. Yeah.
Well, me and you were talking
yeah,
about it
we're
earlier.
talking about when you shoot hoops, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was in Destin, Florida. He drowned on the beach. That's his heart.
That's a good story.
R.I.P.
That sucks.
Yeah, so young cat too.
He's 35 years old.
Yeah, he's a good backup for New England.
Yeah.
He had to play behind Tom Brady. I mean,
Behind Tom and Jimmy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Was it behind Jimmy?
He also played. He was also a backup in Baltimore as well.
Yes, he was.
Where's Jimmy at? He went to.
He is
With the
still.
Raiders.
With
Uh,
the Raiders, yes.
I mean, Las Vegas. Sorry, guys.
They'll still be open. It's the Raiders. They'll still be open.
Yeah.
Well, apparently the Oakland Athletics were set to become the Las Vegas Athletics if the bill passes.
Wow.
Oh, they're not going to bring in any money. Nobody wants to watch the Athletics.
I mean, before you know it,
They're one
bro.
of the worst teams in baseball. Them and the Royals.
You're 20 seconds out.
Didn't Kansas City Royals just go to the World Series?
The last time they won the
In
World Series
2016?
was 2015.
Oh, so it was before the Cubs.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Dude, did you hear about Patrick Mahomes having a stake in Kansas City Royals? This is maybe about 2 years.
Yeah, he does. He's trying to.
There's some NFL players that have stake in something.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
like for instance, LeBron James, I think he put a stake in one of the sports team, I believe.
He's got a stake in a soccer team somewhere.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He's got a stake in a soccer team. So I think it's Liverpool or something.
Oh, dude, Liverpool.
Yeah.
I keep up with soccer. Liverpool. They're nice. Like Sada.
Well, when you become the first current athlete to become a billionaire, I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you can do what you want. It's-
That dude spends a hell of money, but that dude knows how to use it.
I heard it's cheap, bro. And dude, to stay wealthy, you gotta,
You ever seen Fast and Furious 6? You ever seen Fast and Furious 6?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It's like, dude, why are you borrowing money from me?
He said,
Stay there.
That's
He
how
said-
you stay wealthy.
he said, you're a millionaire, still trying to borrow money. He said, stay a millionaire.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. But if he's cheap, so be it. Let him be cheap.
And hey, just as long as he's nice and respectful in public, it doesn't create a horrible image.
That's, I mean, there's some times where there's not.
I mean, obviously,
They have some good things to say about him mostly, but there's some times where he's like, done talking.
yeah. I mean, obviously, he's kind of said some dumb things, politically wise. Not a lot. It was just like a couple times. I mean, one time, apparently he said something. Apparently, it offended some people in China, and people with videos and pictures of them burning his jerseys. And stuff. I'm like, why are people burning LeBron James jerseys?
I just don't. I think that he's a good guy, good person. I mean, he's had numerous charities back in Akron. He's got that school. He's got the drama school.
Did he just build the school like a couple years back?
Yeah, he opened up a school for underprivileged kids.
Yeah.
And they go there, and he's been a big factor for those kids' lives. Anytime you do that and give back to the community that you grew up in, you belong, I will give you respect because one thing that he does is he puts people over something. That's one thing that I can see him doing.
And still focus on himself. While the season's going, and still can
You can
provide.
be selfish and selfless at the same time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely
I
do
think
that.
he's one of the best at doing it.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
He's
And I hope everything is going well in his family life. I don't want the thing to happen like what happened with Tom Brady. He just wanted to keep playing football, and then obviously him and Giselle on the floors.
Oh, him and Savannah have been going strong since they were in high school, bro. They're not going anywhere.
well, that's what I was going to say. I heard he's a really good husband.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, he's a great
Great
dad.
man, great dad.
He did Kobe Bryant on him.
Yeah,
The guy rest his soul. That's cool.
It's a sad way to go out on a plane crash. That's it.
Always
Well,
covered.
It doesn't make any difference. It's so sad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure.
The guy
I
rest his
hate
soul.
talking about it. I'm so sad and depressing.
Dude, I remember.
Kobe's the reason why I wanted to watch NBA again. Well, him and Dirk Nowitzki, they were my two favorite.
That is very respectable right now. I like the Dirk. I like
Yeah,
Derek.
they're-
I mean,
they're
bro,
solid.
I've never seen such a sweeter fadeaway shot. Like, he was the only player
That was a badass shot.
And if you got anywhere close to him, that leg was kicking out as a foul. You know,
Yeah.
that leg's
Hit on,
sticking
you know how
out.
they give you a hit on the arm, it's hit on the leg.
Oh yeah,
But
That's a
no,
foul.
but LeBron, everybody has their own opinion about him. I grew up watching LeBron. He is my favorite player. He will always be my favorite player.
I definitely think he's the best athlete of our generation for sure. I mean, obviously,
Absolutely.
a lot of people want to get to the Michael Jordan and LeBron James debate, but like we said before, both Michael and LeBron have played in two different eras of basketball. I mean, at this point, obviously they go off of championships. I mean, Michael went 6-0 in the NBA Finals, and then obviously LeBron has 4 NBA championships. But I mean,
he went 9 times.
nine times in a row, which is impressive. I mean, obviously he didn't win most of them.
It's okay.
But hey, to get to the NBA Finals 9 times in a row, that's
It's
an impressive
impressive.
feat. When he took the Cleveland Cavaliers, who were a god-awful team, to the NBA Finals, I thought that was the most impressive thing. Even though they got swept by the Warriors, it was still an impressive thing.
Dude, I don't think that there was any other LeBron that I would rather watch than that 2018.
Oh yeah,
That was one of the greatest seasons I've ever seen him have.
Have you heard the nickname they gave for Toronto?
LeBronto.
LeBronto. Dude, Toronto could never get past him.
Dude, you remember that game where he was hitting fadeaway after fadeaway after fadeaway?
And he just kept giving it to him. Just kept giving him work.
He
I
was
think the
getting
2016 NBA Finals was probably just most notable. Obviously, the Cavaliers were down 4-1 against the Warriors, and they wound up coming back and winning the series.
Yeah.
Giving Cleveland's first NBA title ever in franchise
I
history.
think that's one of the most impressive finals.
Yes.
It's beating the best team, just like when the Giants beat the Patriots.
Yeah. And they were undefeated at that point, right?
Yeah.
The Patriots were undefeated at that point.
Yeah,
I just
we were talking about that a minute ago, but
Yeah.
Orlando made a good point earlier. He said that there's different eras of basketball. For me, there's goats of different eras. Right?
Yes.
So you go from we could start in the 60s. Say the 60s was obviously dominated by Wilt.
Right.
Yeah.
Wilt or Bill Russell. Those are the two guys that dominated.
Yeah.
Then you go on, okay, we'll skip it. We'll go into the 80s. It was obviously
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird or Magic Johnson. Either those two.
Right, the 80s in
I'm gonna say-
basketball that was the most exciting time in basketball with the 80s. They had so much time in the
And then you go to the 90s. You know, obviously the 90s GOAT was
80s. Yeah, so
Detroit.
Michael Jordan didn't come into the NBA until like in the late 80s.
87.
84.
Yeah, he was
87 is when he started popping off.
Yeah, well, he had to get through 84. You had Akeem and Charles.
Yeah, he
He's
had
my favorite player.
Charles Barkley.
Yeah,
Oh,
Charles.
respect
hey,
that.
props to you, my man.
I
I
like
don't,
that.
I don't hear that a lot.
I don't hear that a lot either.
He growing up, he's a bad. He was just a badass.
Yeah, he was
Charles
Right.
Barkley for the Knicks, correct?
You know, he played for the
Well,
70s.
think of Charles Oakley.
Suns,
I think Charles Barkley.
80,
the Suns,
The
He,
Suns, the
played for,
Rockets.
he was drafted by the 76ers
Okay.
with and then he went to the Suns and went to Houston. But so the Celtics, Lakers all the way through the 80s,
Yeah.
and the Detroit Bad Boys came out.
Oh,
And what they did,
Dude, I love
So,
that.
Isaiah Thomas.
they
Dennis Rodman,
they-
Bill and Beard.
they had the Jordan. If you go and watch what they say
The
the
Jordan.
92, the 92 Olympics, why, and it explains so much of how the
Hey,
passing
there's
of
a
our
documentary about that.
yeah.
Have you seen the last
And
dance?
that's
Oh,
It's
no,
on the
I
last-
think it's
it does-
Last Dance.
They have a last dance
No,
documentary.
it's
and
not.
they
No,
got
he's
a-
talking about the 1992 Dream.
Yeah.
that's how all these your Dirks and all the other players, they wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them going and doing that.
Right.
But also what you say, okay, so everybody says, I gotta give LeBron credit. And no one's gonna tell you that he wouldn't have dominated been good in a year because you can't say that about any other
It's
player.
hypothetical.
It's hypothetical. Was Jordan, did he win the city? Yeah. Is he more okay, Kobe and Jordan had when you watch how much they're just determined to win.
Mhm.
I don't know LeBron and what he was determined to win, but he cried on the floor. That kind of just ruins shit.
Yeah.
Right.
You didn't see
What player
Jordan.
doesn't do that?
Well, Jordan and Kobe didn't do that.
Yeah.
Larry Bird was a beast back in his
Yeah,
day.
he was. I heard.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan did cry. Well, no, he cried because his dad. He
His
was
dad.
one after his dad.
That's
Is that where they got the crying Jordan?
Yeah, no, that was
No,
at his
that's-
Hall of Fame
yeah.
acceptance speech.
That's a very suspicious if you're around it. The thing with Jordan was, I mean, I was a Cubs fan, but not. But Jordan, everybody loved him, and I hated.
Of course,
that,
he was a worldwide glove athlete.
but it would have
got a
been.
statue
would've
of
been-
Michael Jordan outside Chicago.
They retired his number. Atlanta Hawks, or no, yeah, Atlanta Hawks retired his number. I think it
The
was.
Miami Heat did too.
The Miami Heat maybe wasn't. But
Wow.
the thing with,
Did the Wizards do it?
I know a lot of
He
teams.
played for the Wizards.
but the thing was is when Jordan played against the Detroit 3 or 4 years, they just kicked his ass and kicked his ass.
I think those Pistons actually knocked the Bulls out of the playoffs twice.
Yeah.
In the second round, right?
And if you watch it, and back then they got away with a lot more fouls. So
Right.
who's the greatest of all time? Michael Jordan. Because
Yes, he was.
he endured the bad boys and he overcame and he said, I'm going to get this.
He
Right.
endured the real defensive era of basketball.
Yeah.
Would LeBron have held up in the same aspect? You don't know.
You don't know. It's
I don't know.
hypothetical, but
I
It
mean,
is. I think he would have had a good chance just because his frame and his body build.
right.
And
he would have to adjust a lot. But
but he'd have to play like how he was playing within his first 6 years.
Yes.
When he came in the league, you know what I'm saying? More physical, brute type. You know,
Yes.
get in there and dog somebody out. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
you're good. The thing with Jordan is he retired for 2 years under baseball. Chemo Olajuwon won those 2 years. If you look at it from when he started, when he started in all 6 of those, how many Hall of Famers did he deny a championship? If you remember NBA jams, they each had 2 players on each team
Yeah.
that were badass.
love in the
So I mean, each team had players that were Hall of Famers.
yeah,
And Jordan said, no. Karl Malone, John Stockton. Every single team had killer players.
Yeah.
Always Sean Kemp,
Yeah,
Reggie Miller,
Yep.
Charles Barkley, and just on down the line. And Jordan said, "I'm the best," and that's all there is to it.
Literally.
And he would have done it today, yesterday. He would have done it to Kobe over and over. He would have done it to anybody because the dude was a fucking madman.
Yeah, dude. He gave it to you. If you wanted it, he gave it to you. And even if you didn't want it, he still gave it to you.
They said when they were playing Puerto Rico in the Olympics, he went out and did 2 18-hole rounds of golf. And Charles Barkley said he's a madman. And he went and he wanted to start. And the coach was like, no, you're on him. He's like, no, I got them. Because the guy was talking trash about it. Yeah, just like when Kobe played the Olympics and he said the first play, I'm going after Sal Gasol.
yeah.
And I'm going to,
Yeah.
he said, first play,
I'm
I'm
going
going
through it. I'm
Right
trying
through
to
him.
language. I'm going through his fucking chest.
And that reminds me of like how my son does.
Yeah.
They want to win so bad that it's whatever. Not everybody has that. Would LeBron have that? I don't know. I don't follow him enough. I know
I don't
that.
think he has that. And he's my favorite player. He was always one of my favorite athletes growing up. He doesn't have. I may be wrong. I don't think he has the winning will like Kobe, Jordan, all those guys back then had.
Who's that?
LeBron.
Well, I mean, LeBron is just his basketball intelligence is incredible. Like,
Oh, he's one of the highest IQ basketball players ever played the game.
yeah. He knows when to pass. I mean, he's made incredible passes. I mean, I've seen videos where he just throws an absolute cannon to other teammates, and
Yeah.
they force a conference into the bucket. But I mean, obviously he's played over. Well, this will be his 21st season. So 20 years ago, y'all, he was drafted by the Cleveland Cavaliers, and then what's crazy is Jerry West, who was the president GM of Grizzlies at the time. It was between, so the lottery pick came down to the Grizzlies or the Cavaliers. Can you imagine
I
if
watched
the
that.
Grizzlies would have got the lottery pick?
I watched
They would have
that,
taken
yeah.
LeBron James and LeBron would have played for the Memphis Grizzlies.
I watched that the other day.
Wow.
I watched that the other day. That was I didn't realize that lottery thing kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, you're changing, but I mean, it's what it is. But so back to with LeBron is him coming back to the Cavaliers
Yeah.
and winning that championship. A lot of respect for that. So.
Go ahead. Sorry.
And another point is they said if you take all your NBA All Stars of all time, put them in a room,
Yeah.
and put boxing gloves on, Larry Bird's going to come out. if you go back and watch Larry, I think Larry Bird's right up there with him because he's told you what he's
Are
going
you
to do.
sure Larry Bird would come out? I think Dennis Rodman would come out.
Well,
Or no,
Charles-
Bill A. Beer would have came out of that.
Charles Oakley was badass.
Yeah.
There's some of them that were just from my area. I mean, that's why I like Barkley because he's like I'm not a role model. And so, but
Yeah, obviously, guys. So I'm gonna ask you all a quick question, real quick. And, audience, y'all can participate in this as well. So, who's so name your starting five lineup? It could be any player from any generation. So I'm gonna go first.
Yeah.
Point guard, I'm gonna have John Stockton. Shooting guard, I'm gonna have Kobe. Small forward, I'm gonna have let me go to power forward. I'll have Dirk at power forward. Center, I would have Hakeem Olajuwon. And then finally, my small forward, I would have he played for the Lakers.
what is he?
Power forward center. Or wait, who?
Small forward.
Yeah.
Which area? Which area?
I think he played for the Lakers up in the late '80s.
Was it Elgin Baylor?
No,
Not Elgin Baylor.
you're talking about.
It's not Magic, huh?
No, not Magic. Magic was a point guard. All right, you know what? Screw it. At small forward, I'll have Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No.
So I got it. So when they're saying the greatest of all time, the greatest. They said LeBron's the greatest versatile player of all time. I totally agree with that. Like he was, yeah. But are you going by your favorite top five, or who do you think's the best?
No, I'm just naming my starting lineup.
I will have one guy in there that's my favorite.
Okay. So Brooks, go down to you. Who would you have in your starting lineup?
Can I do two lineups?
You do two lineups. No, just one.
Well, no, it's not. Both of them aren't favorites. One's a balanced lineup. One's a favorite lineup.
Well, just who would you want to have on the floor as your starting five?
Okay,
Games on the line, bro.
For games on the line, my starting five would be at point guard. I will have to go Steve Nash.
Oh, that's a good one.
If we're going game on the line, not just favorites and not best. If we're going game on the line, I want his IQ out there.
I like that.
Second, at shoot guard, I want Michael Jordan. Of course. I want his clutch gene to be out there. Also, my small forward, I want LeBron James out there.
Okay.
My power forward, I would want. It's not my favorite, but this dude was a badass on defense. They did not call him the big ticket for anything. I want Kevin Garnett playing defense.
Oh, that's slick.
And obviously, my fifth was a rebounding machine and it's a force to be reckoned with. I want Shaq. That would be my game one line balanced lineup.
That's very respectable right
Danny, who do you want as your starting five?
Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
there. Okay.
And I don't know, man. Between Larry Bird and Dirk, that's.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm gonna put Larry Bird out there. But I mean, you got to think: are they gonna mesh?
You put Larry at the forward, or what are you doing? Charles is your forward?
Charles is forward,
Okay.
and he's only 6'4". Don't let him lie.
Yeah. Right.
Charles is what?
Charles is forward,
Oh, yeah.
and then probably Larry Bird, Shaquille O'Neal, and then
He's small, that's the center.
and then
Who would your point guard be?
just random. I'd say Casey Kidd.
Ooh,
That's a nice one. I like the vision.
And I keep thinking of who you're thinking about from the Lakers. I can see his face right now. And I mean the other guard. I'd hate to put Jordan out there because I don't think they mesh, man. So, here's just a random one: Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller.
Oh, that was tough.
just because
He started with 3 ball before. I ain't gonna say he started with 3 ball, but I think he was one of the.
He was one of the
first.
elite shooters.
Yeah.
One of the most elite shooters of all time.
So we got Charles Barkley, Jason Kidd, Larry Bird. Who else did you say?
Reggie Miller, and
Reggie
Shaquille O'Neal.
I respect the hell out of that.
Okay. So before you go, Bryson, I'm actually going to change my setting. Instead of being live one, I'm going to have Yao.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big Yao.
That dude was a stud.
You better hope that he can get down the field.
Yeah.
All right, Bryson. I know you're going to put first. It's okay. We know who you're going to put first.
You start from your fourth round and work all the way down to the center.
Okay, all right. So my point.
Okay.
Dame Dollar. My point gonna be Dame
Hey,
Dollar.
respect.
It's respect because what's he known for? Clutch time. Dame Dollar. And he can
Guys, just go to the video. It's absolutely true.
Yeah. But see, I'm not have any elite scoring backcourt. So I want Dame, and then I want Steph as my 2. I'm gonna put Steph as my 2 because he can. The range on him is ridiculous. That's 2 of the most rangiest motherfuckers.
Wait, who was
in the
it?
league.
What'd you say?
So all right, so my 1's gonna be Dame, my 2's gonna be Steph, my number 3.
No defense.
Easy. I'm getting there.
It's all right. He's got 3 more.
My 3's gonna be LeBron because I like his IQ, I like his vision. At
No
the end of
defense.
games. Hang on. I'm getting there. And then my power forward is gonna be Hakeem.
Okay.
Because he's got quick feet. I like his feet. I like the way he moves.
Very
And then I got Shaq being my center. That's where the defense comes in. Interior is locked down. I don't see anybody else. I mean, Hakeem can stretch out. I think he can guard the perimeter to a certain extent.
King was a good 3-point shooter.
Dude,
Best
okay.
defensive center ever.
Yeah. You got two guys down there that's elite.
So,
And-
no, sorry.
no, you're good.
No, James Worthy.
James
Oh,
Worthy, that's what I
yeah.
was thinking of.
So
James.
if we're gonna go all defense, okay. So yeah, Hakeem Olajuwon, Tim Duncan, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and then Duncan.
Tim Duncan.
Oh,
Scotty.
I forgot.
Oh my gosh.
And then probably, I mean,
Overrated. I said what I said.
No.
I mean, look, bro, Scottie Pippen was a 3-time defensive player of the year.
He was also Jordan's little.
He was a sidekick.
He was Jordan's sidekick.
Jordan.
That's why he would always beat a Robin, not Batman.
Well, I mean, they complement each other.
No, I'm not. No. Okay.
Jordan even said right then, you don't have me. You can't say my name without Scotty. I watched it.
Well, yeah. Okay. I'll take that back.
But
I mean, Scotty was a big reason why the Bulls were able to win these many championships. I mean, he helped a lot.
Hey, okay.
You remember that
Hey,
season?
listen. One thing that I want you and all the listeners to keep in mind what you just said. Scottie Pippen helped Jordan win his championships. Anytime you make that argument, you've got to put that argument with LeBron.
I got something to say.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
When Jordan left,
it's a true statement.
that is true. That's very
It's a
true.
true statement.
But when Jordan left, how many wins did Scottie put up by himself with the Bulls? I ain't gonna say by himself.
He's put up a lot.
He put up 50 plus wins, I believe.
Okay.
I think it was more so around 52 plus.
They had
Let me ask you
they had
this: how much
coach.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, man. We can't hear you.
No, they had coach too.
Coup coach.
Okay.
You talking
Right.
about 2 years? 2 years. Jordan went baseball.
Jordan went to baseball.
Yeah, they did all right.
Let
They
me
did
ask
all right, but that's pretty good, you know, to say you lost your best player, you lost the top tier guy that's in the league, the face of the league, you know, at this point.
I'm also going to say that. I'm also going to bring that to the argument.
Oh, here we go.
Look at the Cavs record when LeBron James left to go to Miami.
Okay.
What happened to them? They went.
Yeah, they cut him
Correct.
off.
Who do they have?
Exactly. So
No, I'm not disagreeing with you
no,
on that,
they,
you know.
they didn't have nobody.
Okay.
That's why I say that. I mean, Jordan left and Scottie Pippen took over that team. They had 50-something wins.
Cleveland did get back on track until they got Kevin Love
And Kyrie. Yep.
Well, that's one of the things too. But
And then that's when LeBron go back because they got Kyrie.
yeah,
I don't think he was going back if they didn't have him.
No, he was going back.
Actually, if we're going to go defense, you got to put Dennis Rodman in there.
Oh, God, yeah. Hey, can I change actually my power forward? I'll put Dennis Rodman in there, actually.
You put Dennis Rodman, Tim Duncan, and Akeem Olajuwon, Jordan, and
I love Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan
Steph Curry.
Oh, actually, he was probably the best power forward.
Man, that Spurs team had so much talent. They had Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Tim Duncan.
Somebody's doing some else's wife.
What happened, Danny?
Somebody was cheating on somebody's wife there, Tony Parker. Or something.
Tony Parker.
I heard Tony was minutes, huh?
Tony was a minutes.
Well, guys, do y'all, you know what Kevin Garnett said to Tim Duncan on Mother's Day game when Kevin Garnett was still with the Timberwolves?
You know, understand.
He said, so look, Tim Duncan's mom had just passed away.
Oh, no.
A week or so before.
Please, no.
And then Kevin Garnett he shouted on Tim Duncan on the play, and then Kevin Garnett looked at Tim Duncan and said, "Happy Mother's Day, motherfucker."
Wow.
Damn.
That's vicious right there, man.
Kevin Garnett was known for being the ultimate trash talker.
Is that the reason why he won one more ring?
No, with the Celtics, right?
Yeah.
Was that
And another one
2018?
5.
No, it was late.
It was 2008. He was right. 2008.
Yeah, that's when they had.
I thought you said 2018.
No, I
My
said
bad, my bad.
2008. That's when they had
Rajon
Rondo,
Paul
Ray
Pierce.
Allen,
Yeah.
Paul Pierce.
Gary Payton was also a
Yeah,
big shit talker.
Tony Allen, man. Tony Allen. They had Tony Allen.
And
Defensive
Tony
stud.
Allen was a great defensive player.
Literally, dude, I seen the stats. The stats in his profile alongside of Marcus Smart. They literally have the same profile. I'm not talking about like face wise or similarities to how they look, but like their route to getting from the Celtics to Memphis Grizzlies. Same thing.
Yeah, Kobe said that the player that he had the toughest time trying to score against was Tony Allen.
yeah, he did.
Tony Allen was like,
And Kobe wasn't a bitch either.
no. Tony Allen was Tony just focused all of his game on defense, and I mean that's what he wanted to excel at.
Yeah. There's so many good teams. There's so many good players out there that you can't. It's so hard to label one as the greatest of all time. But if you have to, as much as it pains me to say it, because I'm a LeBron fan, it's Jordan. It's Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player to ever play.
Dude, have you heard this thing? All right, so
Is
the
it-
draft just came up, right?
Well, I was about to say it better not be Jimmy Butler.
Oh,
It's
no.
Jordan's son or something.
No, I've heard that too.
Hey, I heard that.
No, I've heard that. But
After the finals, I don't know about that.
so
Yeah.
I think he got paid.
So in the draft, so the number 2 pick, Brandon Miller.
Yeah.
Have you heard him say who his GOAT is?
Yeah, wasn't it Paul George?
He said
What?
Paul George. is his
Paul
GOAT.
George is his GOAT player.
Freezing
Paul
cold take.
Paul George, you are elite. I like your talent.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry.
Get off the
That's
weed.
not the case. Get off the weed.
Remember, kids, oh, it's not here.
Well, another GOAT that we haven't mentioned is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, he
Oh,
dominated
my
from all
God.
facets.
Yeah.
of
That's why.
basketball.
That's why there's so many.
So, guys, when a lot of people get asked about who they want to starting 5, majority of the times it's a lot of Lakers players because the Lakers have had so many talented players throughout.
You know, the Lakers who come from Minnesota, and they never changed their name.
Really?
There's lakes in Minnesota. There ain't no lakes out in Los Angeles. Why you guys didn't change the damn name?
Yeah. Now it's the Minnesota Timberwolves.
It's like the Jazz came from New Orleans.
And honestly, the only player I can name on the Timberwolves right now is Carl Anthony Towns.
And
Reed from LSU.
yeah. Anthony Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards. I forgot about that.
That dude's a stud.
Rudy Gobert.
Carl Anthony. I know you.
Rudy Gobert's overrated.
Oh,
Shit.
I forgot Rudy Gobert.
That dude is terrible.
I don't know how. Look, Rudy Gobert. I don't know how you won 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards twice in a row. But I'm telling you, the one where you won it twice, it should have been. It should have belonged to. Oh God.
Giannis.
What?
It was supposed to be Giannis.
Giannis.
Either Giannis or AB.
No, it was AD.
I think it was one of the
AD had a good year defensively that year. But no, yeah, I'd like to see Rudy Gobert go out and guard a point guard on the perimeter.
Yeah.
His ass would get cooked.
Oh goodness. But going back to football real quick now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask y'all another question. Audience, y'all can participate as well. So Brooks, we're going to start with you, work your way down. That's running back in the NFL right now.
Oh, Lord.
In the NFL right now.
Best
Yes.
running back in the NFL right now. Probably Christian McCaffrey.
Danny?
I like that A2 guy from LSU, but I don't say he's better. McCaffrey's the best.
Bryson?
I got two. And the other one's because he got hurt. He got hurt, and if he didn't get hurt, he'd be right. I say Christian McCaffrey. With my second, because he got hurt, he's a dark horse this year. Plays for the Jets. He's a rookie last year.
Brees Hall?
Brees Hall, that dude was
He's
good.
a monster.
I think he's going to have a bright future.
He's a monster.
Dude, you know who else I really like? Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth
He's
Walker,
nice, too.
was he the second or third? Is it Kenneth Walker the third?
He goes,
Third.
yeah, the third he goes to Seattle.
I think, yeah, you got a tremendous year from Seahawks.
Yeah.
I was going to say Christian McCaffrey as well, just because Christian McCaffrey is so versatile. I mean,
That's what makes him a good running back.
he's a receiving back. He can get up in the gaps. He can run outside. I mean, he can even throw a pass if he wanted to, or they asked him
My honorable mention is Saquon. He's built good, and he's got good hands. And he doesn't go down loose.
You know who is going to be another really good running back that is on the come up right now? The Isaiah Pacheco kid from Kansas City.
He was a
He
seventh-round
runs
draft.
so hard.
They ran really hard.
Seventh-round draft pick out of Indy.
Yeah, he makes Clyde look like a rookie.
I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire is done in Kansas City. I think
He's done in the NFL, period.
I don't know about NFL.
I don't think he's done in the NFL.
He can't stay healthy.
He'll never take it.
I can see him going to the Chargers and him using him like
Yeah.
Austin.
I mean, I don't see Helaire as a starting running back. I just think he'll be like a backup, like a two-way running back system like most teams are going
Yeah, but
He was my favorite player from the championship team.
Oh yeah, he was tremendous. He was tremendous at LSU. He was a big contributor to that season.
The Alabama game, he just started.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, Clyde. I like the way he ran, man. I actually got back in high school. I played against him in high school.
I did too.
And that little green little bowling ball is coming at you. Boom. I'm like, oh,
I played against him and Darius Guys. I didn't play against him, thank God.
It was a duo, bro. You got one or two, and
There it is, guys.
Come up
I'm so disappointed with that man. Like, God, he could have been something great, but he had to just throw it all away.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. But no, are you going to please tell me you're going to ask me the best receiver is right now.
Oh,
Please tell me you're going to ask me that.
So that was going to be my next question. Who would be the best? Who do you think the best wide receiver in the NFL? We might get some different answers.
You can go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go first, and then we're gonna go Bryson.
I'll go this one.
So I'm gonna say the best wide receiver in the NFL, in my opinion, guys. In my opinion, Cooper Kupp.
I think he's up there, but I think he's the best runner.
Yes.
He's a terrific route runner.
Oh, he is. I like his route running, but I think I've seen that.
That's better.
Bro.
Bryson, you're gonna go.
Oh my gosh, this is such a hard. Oh, there's so many elite receivers right now.
There's so many
I mean, honestly, it was close between him and obviously the guy who went horrible with yours to Cincinnati.
Lamar, yeah, I'm thinking about Lamar, but I think he still needs to work a little bit on his route running.
I know.
So, bro, to say he can high point the ball, he can route run, he can block if he wants to. I mean, oh god.
I know it's a tough question. Like there's a lot of good playmakers.
It's a lot tougher than any other questions.
Yeah.
And plus, I mean, you can get a lot of different answers with this.
Yeah. Bryson, who is it?
It's not a JJ at this point, Justin Jefferson, or
I'm gonna. He already said mine. Justin Jefferson is the best receiver in the league. I think. He is one of. Okay, if he's not, he's one of the best.
I mean, I'll definitely say he's top 5 for sure.
There's nobody better than Jefferson.
Well, it's just Jefferson's had games this year where he just got absolutely like blocked out. Like,
He also had Kirk Cousins.
I know, but Kirk Cousins is still able to get the ball somewhere. You saw the game against Buffalo where he made that incredible one-handed catch to keep the Minnesota Vikings alive.
Yeah. Okay. Instead of going one, this is so hard. Go for top 3.
My top 3. Okay,
okay.
That's too hard.
I'll give you my top 3. So my top 3 is Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp.
Okay. All right. I'll do Justin Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, and Devontae Adams.
Yes.
Justin Jefferson. Longevity is Mike Evans had a 11
block too.
He had an 11,000 yard season.
Yeah, ever since he's came into the league, he's had a
that's unheard of.
Ever since he's came into the league.
Yeah, and what's that Dallas Cowboys?
CD's a mofo too, dude.
Yeah,
oh, I completely forgot about him.
I need to see more from CD. I haven't seen him yet.
Dude, last year, bro, he can block, he can route run, he's got strong hands. Good luck getting that out of his hand.
I don't know about strong hands. I've seen him drop a lot of passes. I saw him drop a lot of passes.
He can carry the ball.
Tyreek Hill.
He was a speedy man too. The only reason why I don't put him up there is because he can't really block too much. And he tries to stay out the play once.
I mean,
but he's up there.
Tyreek Hill is just strictly a playmaker. Like he's like that deep threat inside guy that you're trying to get over the back.
He's up there. Bruce?
I'm gonna go with I do like Mike Evans. I'm gonna go with just pure value. Mike Evans is one of the more valuable guys because he really makes it off. I mean, you got Chris Godwin, but Mike Evans,
Godwin's up there for me too.
Godwin was up there, but Mike Evans, like you said, he hasn't had under a 3,000 yard season since he's gotten in the NFL.
The production is crazy.
The production is crazy,
but the production is scattered.
Yes.
Like that. Like he can go 2-3 games with 50 yards, 30 yards, with 2 receptions, 3 receptions. But he's got that one or maybe 2 or 3 games out the season where he goes 9 receptions for $1.50 or 10 receptions for $2. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty scattered. That's what I mean by scattered.
Yeah, that's the Buccaneers offense.
Yeah.
They'll never be elite. But.
So I'm gonna go with Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase.
Okay, I like that.
Cooper Kupp, I do love him, but have we not seen? I know. Let's say he played a full season last year. I think
it's me and JJ.
He was JJ up top. No, but let's say this guy played a full season last year. And please come to me.
Please come to me.
I think DeAndre Hopkins is up there for me.
I like him,
dude. DeAndre Hopkins is a freaking stud. He still is a stud. But
He is.
I'm going to put him as an honorable mention, and then I'll put Cooper Kupp right there.
Nice.
So Justin Jefferson, and there's no clear order because they're all good. I don't have a clear order. But it's Justin Jefferson, Jamar, and Cooper Kupp. That's mine.
I like that. I think we all have a pretty respectable list over there.
All right. What about
As long as Antonio Brown, he can still.
No, Antonio Brown is done. I mean, after that shit, after what he did in Dubai,
No, he's been done. He's been done since he had
I
first
strongly believe after that hit he took from Vontez Burfict, he was never the same.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
And audience, if you don't remember, in the playoff game a few years ago, when Antonio Brown was playing for the Steelers, Antonio was trying to catch a pass over the middle. He just got absolutely rocked.
if it wasn't for that player, Bengals would have won that game.
They would have, because they got a 15-yard penalty because Vontez Burfict just hit a defensive receiver.
I
But
think
you know what happened? Like I think the next year, or maybe a couple games after, Juju Smith team freaking mobbing one.
Perfect. Yeah. No, that was the same game.
Was that the same?
No, it wasn't the same.
No,
It was-
I think it
It
was.
was a regular season game then, the next year.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
he
it was.
rocked.
Juju laid down a block and stood over him and looked down at him.
I would too.
You should have.
Completely
My boy.
destroyed. Honestly.
But unfortunately, the year after that, Juju became like a TikTok star. He was dancing on the Bengals logo. And,
Quarterback.
yeah, when Juju caught a pass over the middle, Von Bell just came and rocked his shit.
Von Bell did rock his shit.
And
He's half.
he dropped the ball.
Von Bell's half his size too. He rocked his shit.
Yeah, Von Bell was basically saying, if you're going to talk all that shit, you can't
Nah.
take the ball.
He didn't talk. No, he didn't just talk shit. He danced on the logo too.
No, that's
That's
what I mean.
disrespectful.
Yeah, they felt disrespected. Like kind of like that was the same year where the Titans danced on the Ravens logo.
Oh, what? They started tearing it up. No, like they tore like Marlon Humphrey. If you look at him, no, what Marlon Humphrey was? What's that? Marcus Peters. He was like digging his cleat into the logo.
Well, no, it was at first it was the Titans that did it to the Ravens.
Yeah, and then they got
Malcolm Butler was doing all that crap. And then,
shout out Malcolm Butler. Thank you for football for
I'll never forget that. That was with the Seahawks and Patriots.
Dude, I would never. That was probably more exciting. No, it's not more exciting than the 28-3 game, but it was definitely
I will
close.
never forget the announcer saying, "There's something with Malcolm Butler."
Dude, I was cutting up whenever that happened.
Malcolm Butler played for
Tennessee, played for New England. Malcolm Jenkins, that dude was really good for us. That first thing he had with the Saints, he was very good.
I was just talking about that earlier. I was at Superdome, and I was there in '09 when they went to the working. And you could hear the crowd when they played against Favre.
Yeah.
And when I forget who intercepted.
Tracy Porter.
Yeah,
Tracy
yes.
Porter.
So
That's what it was.
Tracy Porter, God bless your soul. You helped us win Super Bowl 44.
Dude, you know he's in I think he's in jail right now or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, why are you doing this, Tracy? Why?
But you would have thought, all I could hear is, and then the quiet. Then I come out of you thought the whole damn place was going to fall down.
Oh, dude, that's nuts.
I remember watching that championship game. We made Adrian Peterson fumble like 2-3 times. Yeah, he had trouble.
That was one of the greater. And dude, I don't know about y'all, but I love Brett Favre. He was one of my favorite quarterbacks.
Oh, Brett Favre was talented. He was a really good player, but I wish.
I think he was Aaron Rodgers before Aaron
Yeah,
But-
Yeah.
that is a perfect comparison. Bro.
But
He couldn't run like
that.
no, he couldn't run like
It's just, I didn't like Brett Favre's decision
Did he
making.
win a ring?
Yeah, he won one in 1997 against the
Patriots,
Patriots.
in New Orleans.
It was in New Orleans, yeah.
It was in New Orleans.
Yeah, 35-21, I believe.
Think so.
Lost to the Broncos next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Or the Broncos won 2 years in a row. Won it.
Yeah, that was the first time that an NFL team had won 2 back-to-back Super Bowls. It was they beat the Packers, and the next year they beat the Atlanta Falcons.
I don't know what's more impressive, winning back-to-back Super Bowls or being the Bills losing 4 straight Super Bowls.
No,
I think
that's
it's
nuts.
tough. I think it was tough for the Bills losing 4 straight Super Bowls in a row.
That's
But
tough.
I mean,
I know
they definitely could have won that first one against the Giants. Obviously, that one came down to a missed field goal.
Yeah.
And then the other 3 Super Bowls, they just split up against teams that had superior talent. I mean,
The Cowboys, obviously.
yeah, they played the Cowboys twice, got obliterated both times, and then they played against the Washington Redskins at the time, but not even the Washington Commanders.
Well, also another guy that I would like to give props to. I like that.
Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly, God bless your soul, sir.
God bless you. So you're a cancer survivor. You're a fighter. You like that? You like that, dude.
So sorry what happened to your son. I mean, I know you went through a lot of medical stuff, but he was tough. You were there for him every step of the way, and for you to get cancer and overcome it. Hey, this Buffalo strong, as he said. But he's well beloved in Buffalo. I can say that.
Buffalo strong.
You know what's worse than being a Vikings fan?
What's that?
You know what's worse than being a Vikings fan?
What's that?
I don't know. We haven't figured that out yet.
That's a good one.
You know, they lost 4 championships in a decade back in the 70s too. So,
Well, they went to the Super Bowl early on. That's when they had Frank Hartington as their quarterback.
And then they had Tommy Fraser, quarterback. That boy was a dude.
I'm not sure.
shout
But
out LaFouche Bears.
unfortunately, at that time, the Steelers were really good in the 70s.
Oh, Terry Bradshaw was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, and we had Jack Lambert, Joe Green.
Oh, the steel curtain. It was.
The whole Steel Curtain. Tony Dungy was on that team at the time. He
Yeah,
was the
yeah.
head coach.
I just.
And then
Lynn Swan.
Yeah.
Swan.
Did you remember that catch that he made?
I mean,
it was against the Cowboys.
Yeah, it was like a batted in the air catch. It wasn't. I'm not talking about Franklin Harris' catch, because that was.
That was the immaculate reception.
Yeah,
That was against the Raiders. But no, I'll tell you what, the best Super Bowl that a lot of people like to consider was early on with the Steelers and Cowboys when Roger Staubach was playing for the Cowboys. That Super Bowl lineup coming down, they beat 35-31. Steelers won that one, and a lot of people consider that to be the most entertaining Super Bowl to watch. My personal favorite Super Bowl that I ever watched was Super Bowl 43 against the Steelers and Cardinals.
That was a good
was
Super Bowl.
That Super Bowl was phenomenal.
Hey, can we go ahead, Dan?
No, I was just that one or the Titans and Rams.
Oh yeah.
That's
I was here too.
Hey,
Eddie George.
Wait, Rams had Kurt Warner at
Yeah.
that point, right?
Yep.
That's what I
Shout out. That's
would.
another one of my favorite.
Another QB that was
Kurt
crazy.
Warner is he's the.
That's so crazy. He was in that one and the Cardinals and Steelers.
He was.
Wow.
That was his second year with the Cardinals.
Yeah.
You know, he's from Iowa. Shout out to all the Iowa boys.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, say again. I think.
I said shout out to the Iowa players. We don't get
Yeah.
recognized.
But you talking about the Cowboys, the older Cowboys team?
Yeah.
You know who one of the most overrated quarterbacks ever to play the game was? DJ. If you're watching this right now, I'm going to look you straight in the freaking face and tell you this.
You want to say Tony Romo?
No,
Oh.
Troy Aikman was the most
Oh.
overrated quarterback I
Oh.
have ever seen in my
Well,
life.
I'm agreeing with that 100% because look at the talent they had. I mean, he had Emmitt Smith, he had Michael Irvin. The Cowboys had really the best offensive line in all of football. They had Larry Allen leading the front. Larry
He
Allen.
wasn't that good.
Who, Larry Allen?
No.
Oh, Troy Aikman?
No, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, Troy didn't really put up a lot of passing numbers.
He had Emmitt Smith in the back.
Yeah,
too.
he had Emmitt Smith in the back. It didn't take long for Tony Romo to take Troy Aikman's place.
I wish Troy Aikman would get off the air too, because I cannot stand listening to him. I hate him and Joe
I
Buck.
think he's a pretty good ass. I think him and Tony Romo are actually really good.
No, it was Joe Buck and Troy Aikman.
Oh, okay.
I will say, Brooks. I think Troy is like his speech, like he's talking a little slow now. Like it's taking him some time to kind of process what's happening.
I don't care. He was bad before. He's still bad.
Oh, God.
No, but
Chris
there's three.
Collinsworth.
I don't really like Joe.
There's three I cannot
I
stand.
don't really
Six.
like Joe Buck either. 'Cause Joe Buck has said some stupid shit.
I hate Joe Buck. I don't care for Troy Aikman, and I cannot stand Chris Collinsworth. I hate that dude.
My dad doesn't like Chris Collins.
He never stops talking. And every time he says something, he says the same damn thing over and over.
Well, yeah. So what he does when he did Sunday Night Football, or they do Monday Night. He does Monday Night Football with that other dude.
Now you know why I never watch Monday Night Football.
The other guy's good.
He's a bald dude, glasses.
Oh God, what's it? Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, he does Monday Night Football with him. And sometimes it'll be Sunday night football. Because what's his name? Retired.
Oh God, what's his name?
Al something.
Al.
For who?
Yeah.
What we're talking about?
Was it
Sportscaster.
broadcaster announcer? It was Chris Collinsworth and then
No, I know who you.
Al Michaels.
Al Michaels. Yeah.
Al Michaels was legendary.
I liked Al Michaels. Thank God he was there because I could listen to him now.
Al Michaels
Chris.
had like the perfect voice for football. I really love listening to him.
You know who I really also like? I like listening to Tony Romo up until last year's AFC Championship game because he was on Patrick Mahomes so bad, dude.
Yeah, and look, as an announcer, you're not really supposed to be. I mean, you can talk about how good the players are, but you're not really supposed to like lean towards like one side. You know, you got to keep it neutral. And Tony has kind of done that a couple of times. I mean, he did it one time when him and Jim Nance were covering the Cowboys game. And you could kind of figure which side he was leaning towards.
And the man doesn't stop.
No, he does.
Tony
he
is
does.
smart. Like he's got a high football IQ. I just, I mean, obviously.
I don't see how he's an offensive coordinator for that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he
Obviously,
didn't
right.
necessarily
Too much
retire.
money as an analyst.
Yeah.
He didn't necessarily retire, but when you go to join as a sports analyst, that's basically saying.
Yeah.
Because Matt Ryan guy would be joining as an analyst this year.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
See,
Isn't Tom Brady supposed to be doing that same thing?
Well, he's got a contract with Fox.
Oh, okay.
Hey, can we all agree there's one thing about sportscasters and getting ready for a football game? I might be the only one who says it, but Sunday night football will always be my favorite time for watching NFL football because Carrie Underwood getting ready to start it off. Yeah.
And it used to be fake Bill, but it's
Nah.
Carrie Underwood took
No,
over.
it's good.
Carrie Underwood, we love you. You have a voice in there.
Yeah, she does.
And she's married to a hockey player. So she really loves her sports.
Bryson. Wait, no, I'll tell you.
This is gonna be a question.
Yeah.
Who's you guys sleeper?
Ooh,
That's a good question.
that's tough.
Toga Kagula, but he'll probably
Audience-
actually be
uh,
sleeping.
Audience, leave a comment down below who you think your sleeper quarterback will be this year.
I got one.
I got mine too. I already know.
Sleeper quarterback. I mean, I can't really say. I was gonna say Trevor Lawrence, but Trevor Lawrence has kind of proved to me already that he can
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, guys, I'm gonna go out with me. I'm gonna say Jordan Love for the Packers.
You got
That's what I
that
was
too?
gonna say. That's what I was gonna say.
I can do one better. Geno Smith.
Oh, for the Seahawks, I don't really count him as a sleeper though. 'Cause
He's still sleeping.
What about Brock Purdy?
is he gonna be starting for San
I
Francisco?
don't know.
Trey Lance is coming back.
Trey Lance is not very good.
Apparently
So.
he's ready for
Yeah, the injury.
game one.
Yeah, he's going to be ready for game one. That injury takes a while to come back off of. But
Dude, I think Jordan Love's gonna do the most of it.
I mean, he was under Aaron Rodgers for like 3-4 years. I mean, I think he's ready to take over now.
I think, dude.
I mean, that division's wide open. Obviously, you got to deal with the Vikings and the Lions. I don't really see the Bears being tough in the NFC North. Unless Justin Fields just has a reckoning. I mean, I know
Those
he's.
are my two right there. Jordan Love and
Justin Fields might be pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, he's
gotta get more of a
he's
passion.
trying to be like Lamar Jackson. I mean, Lamar Jackson is.
I don't think so. I really don't.
I think if you want to put a comparison,
He's trying to be Justin Fields.
Yeah, he's trying to be Justin Fields, but if you want to put a comparison on, I say Jalen Hurts.
Yes, I can definitely agree with
Well, it's just
Hurts.
Justin just needs to improve. Justin just needs to improve his accuracy. I mean, he can definitely run for football. He's a great scrambler.
that. Oh, yeah.
He just needs to be more accurate with football. He just needs to trust his receivers, trust his instincts, and obviously the Bears need to amp up their offensive line because, I mean, I don't know if y'all watched that preseason game, but Justin Fields almost suffered a concussion in the preseason game.
Jalen Hurts, to his credit, like he tore it up last year.
He did. I mean, I don't think anybody saw that coming.
I mean, he was behind one of the best offensive lines.
Yeah, and he got one
And
great.
they were steered by J.C. Kelsey, one of the Kelsey brothers. You know what I'm saying? So,
But I mean,
Props to him.
Jalen Hurts in the offseason, from what he did the year before to now, I mean, it just shows you how committed he is and how better he wants to get. And I think he's only going to get better from here.
Dude, I don't know where the hate started on that kid. I know he was with Alabama and LSU fans like, oh, I'm Alabama, blah 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 blah. But
Yeah, then he wound up transferring to Oklahoma.
but still, that kid was always good. I don't care what anybody says. I thought
I
he was
never
always
had
strong.
anything against him. I just didn't know if he could play in the NFL level.
I think he could have.
Yeah, but then
In his last
because
years in
it's
college, I knew he did.
yeah, but what got me was, I mean, obviously his first year wasn't that great, but when I watched his tape at the NFL Combine, he was talking about like certain plays and stuff. I said, "Damn, this football IQ is
Very knowledgeable. I'm thinking about him, but hey, he's one of the better quarterbacks. I think he's, like you said, I think he's there. He's a dual threat quarterback.
After this season,
Or becoming one.
after this season, Jalen Hurts came into the top 5 conversation for
I think
I agree.
And then,
That's
obviously,
not a far
guys,
fetch.
obviously, guys, when you get asked who the best quarterback in the NFL is,
Joe Burrow.
you're probably going to get a lot of
Joe Burrow.
And it's either
Joe
Burrow
Burrow.
or Patrick Mahomes. A lot of people say Patrick Mahomes. Who do y'all say?
Joe Burrow.
I just would like to point out Joe is only lost one hit-to-hit game.
Against Patrick.
And that was last year.
Burrowhead.
I think he's like 5-1 this guy.
Burrowhead Stadium.
Burrowhead Stadium.
I'll give you the regular season, guys. I mean, look, Joe Burrow is incredible. I knew he was going to kill him.
But you gotta get Patrick Mahomes correct too.
Oh
That
yeah,
dude's
yeah. He's a stud.
I mean, I
he's a
don't think anybody's ever seen a player in his first 5-6 years in the league have this incredible start.
That's what
I mean,
I would.
Patrick Mahomes every year is taking the Chiefs to the AFC Championship game. Ohio.
It also helps when you and one of the greatest tight ends of the freaking
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
history of the game
And then
have
a lot of
Still not
people,
chemistry like that.
a lot of people said that Patrick's numbers would go down since they got rid of Tyreek Hill.
They haven't.
They didn't.
They
I mean,
have
obviously Patrick was able to flourish. I mean, Juju Smith-Schuster helped.
Ben just
No. Goddamn
Scanlon.
Scanlon, he helped a lot.
And then there was another guy too.
Scott
Was it
Lord,
Nico? No, it was Nico Hardman.
Nico Hart.
Nico was injured.
Yeah, he was injured for a little while.
That running back, McKinnon, he was
Jared,
pretty good.
Yeah.
He showed up later half of
And
the
then
season.
obviously you have Andy Reid, who's probably one of the best coaches in the National
Oh, yeah.
Football League. He's
absolutely.
a masterful play caller. He knows how to get the offense going. I mean, I remember a Sunday night game. I forget who they were playing against. They ran like a high school play at the goal line where the
It was like a sweep, and he came back around, and it was
well, no,
so fast.
so basically what happened was Patrick was lined up under center, but then Patrick and 3 other guys behind him just shifted to the other side, and then the tight end lined up center. And the
No,
tight end-
yeah, I remember that.
I was like,
They're
bro,
just having fun out there at that point. You
Yeah.
know? I mean, but that's when you play your best ball is when you're having fun, right?
Right? But
So you can't blame them, man. They're just having fun.
And then Patrick Mahomes is a 2-time Super Bowl champion. He's not even 30 years old yet.
I think I know I'm not hating on the dude. I just know how those guys play like a scramble quarterback. It's really hard to last whenever you're putting so much on him. But he's got the longevity. He's got the drive.
The only thing I don't.
It won't be better than Tom
that-
Brady, but he will.
The only thing that I wish Patrick would like kind of improve on, like he does a lot of like Houdini plays, the plays that are very risky. I mean, obviously they worked out for him, but I mean there are times where he does risky plays like that.
Well,
That's
sometimes
what
you
makes
got
him
something
him,
going.
though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear what Jamar Chase said about that?
No, what he said.
So it wasn't really like what he said about that, but when he was in an interview or he was something to me, it was like, how do you rank Pat or something like where do you rank Pat in QBs or something like that? And he said, Pat who? Well, Travis Kelce came back within the next
Oh,
3
I
days.
know what you're talking about. Travis Kelce,
Sure.
like came back hard and said, "Don't
Yeah,
you be disrespecting my boy."
Don't you ever disrespect Pat or something like that. And then it's just a beef between the Bengals and the Chiefs.
I think we're seeing a rivalry form.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Because
Yeah,
I mean,
Travis-
honestly, I'm so excited to see those games for weeks to come. Obviously, Joe Burrow and Patrick are going to go head to head a lot.
No, yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
And look, if the Bengals would have won that Super Bowl against the Rams, I would have put Joe. I would put Joe over Patrick for sure.
I think I got Joe. But, I got Patrick over Joe right now, but I was joking when I said Joe. But Joe Burrow's a bad
Look,
guy.
guys, we love Joe Burrow obviously because he came from LSU. I mean, he was probably one of the best quarterbacks the program has ever.
No, he is the best quarterback in LSU.
If I were to build an offense, if you were to build an offense, who would you build it around? Joe or Pat?
Joe.
Josh Allen.
That's
not bad.
That's not a-
Yeah, man, that's a good one. That's a good one right there.
Yeah.
I'm building mine around Joe.
I would have to know like the other pieces around.
Okay. Well, I'd give you mine right now. I'd say Joe. Only because the sole fact of being like he gets the ball out quick.
Yeah.
He gets the ball out quick, and there's improvising here and there sometimes, but his IQ, whether knowing where this linebacker is going to be, where the safety's going to come down hard or not, boom, it's there,
Right.
And he's not really trying to get his receivers hurt. And neither is Pat, but Pat is more of a risk factor to Pat getting hurt with all the improvising, You understand what I'm saying?
Well, and
Go ahead, Daniel. I'm sorry.
when those players succeeded in the NFL, Joe, and it wasn't a fluke.
Right.
That's what when they went on to the NFL and they're just kicking ass. That wasn't a fluke. That was the best college football team for 1 year ever.
Oh, that 2019 team was something.
Legit, man.
I've never seen so much talent on one team before.
Dude, do you remember watching the LSU and Alabama game right here? That was the most talented football game I've ever watched.
Oh my
How
gosh.
much talent was on that field?
Dude,
Oh, really?
that was literally an NFL game.
It was an NFL game.
That was-
An NFL game on Saturday.
That was one of the most entertaining college football games I've ever watched.
If you look up, we were looking this up the other day, how many LSU players are on the baseball, basketball, and football, and the football, it's no comparison. I think
Oh my gosh, tell me about it.
40. Now baseball, there's only a few handful, but there's minor leagues in it. But yeah, all those
The
players.
NFL draft has produced a lot of LSU players. I think LSU is at the top. Obviously, LSU and Alabama players have been drafted a lot throughout the years. Obviously, as players that come from the SEC, they're always going to get drafted because SEC produces the best talent, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, that's why Texas and Oklahoma's coming.
Oh man,
I think Texas can make it. I don't think Oklahoma would make it in the SEC.
Except if you want to tie it in, that's when you go to Iowa.
Iowa's got some dogs in time.
Isn't that where Pat Fryermuth played?
Pat Fryermuth. I think he did.
Y'all,
TJ Hawkinson went there.
good.
George Kittle.
George Kittle too.
No
George
fan.
Kittle went to Iowa?
You got some good tight ends.
Yep.
You got some good defensive linemen too. Y'all have some really good edge rushers.
Yeah, we've been pumping them out.
Yeah, I like your edge rushers.
What's all you got? Corn fit.
Yeah.
Big old offense line.
Yeah, the boys are not to be played with.
So guys, who would you say the best tight end is? I'm gonna flat out say. I mean, obviously
We're all going to say the same thing. Yes, Travis
Kelce. I mean, it's not even close.
Okay.
So
Let's not include Travis Kelce.
it's dude. I got.
Okay.
Well, if it's not Travis Kelce, I'll say George Kittle.
Okay, I got two.
That's how I was about to say. My two is gonna be Travis and George.
And Darren Waller's up there too.
Darren Waller, I got to see.
I just got to see a little bit more, and I got to see a little bit more from Evan Ingram. He had a solid season last season, but if I can see some blocking,
Does he still play for Jacksonville?
yes, he's on a franchise tag right now.
Yes.
Yeah, he's on a franchise tag.
There's some really good tight ends came up this year too.
Oh my gosh, Kincaid he's going to Buffalo.
There's
I
another,
believe
there's
he's going to
another
be
Iowa.
solid. I believe. I think he's going to.
I think him and Dawson Knox will go together.
And Austin Knox is good. I like that.
There's a tight end from Notre Dame. I forgot where he went, but he wore 87. They said he's the best overall tight end. He slipped all the way to like 29, 30 or something. I forgot what it was.
What about
They said the Saints were supposed to pick him up.
Yeah.
Meyer.
Yes, I don't know what it was.
Give Josh Allen 2 really good tight ends.
Oh man, dude, that's why Stephon Diggs held out in his mandatory meetings. Like he didn't go like the first 2 days or something.
Yeah.
It's because he didn't like his role in the offense.
Well, he was also Stephon was also getting frustrated with how the team hasn't really progressed as much
as they have.
I mean, he really because Stephon really believes the Buffalo Bills are a great team. I think in both places. Obviously, there was that incredible playoff game that they had against the Kansas City Chiefs. That was probably good. That was so fun to watch.
Yeah,
dude.
Both teams scored like
Back to back.
it was like four
No
or
defense.
5 touchdowns in like less than
5 minutes. Well, that's exaggerated, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
less than 2 minutes. I'm sorry. Less than 2 minutes.
Something like that. Dude, I had some money on that thing. I could have won $2,000 in my car. That was so good.
And Gabriel Davis, I think they Bills. I think he had 3 touchdowns.
David Davis.
But broke a couple cornerbacks in too.
Yeah. So tight ends.
You got T.J. Hawkinson and 2.
T.J. Hawkinson's up there too.
He's not inviting me right now, right?
Yeah. I know Noah Fan, but I really don't know.
Noah Fan is good too.
Yeah,
He's good.
He's underrated, I believe.
I just I need to see a little more from him.
I don't know.
But I don't think Seattle's like trying to utilize him in the offense.
Did he play for Seattle or did he play for the Chargers?
He played for Seattle. He was part of the Russell.
Oh no, Evan Beaver. No, who plays for the Chargers? I don't think so.
Number 7?
Yeah.
Gerald
Williams.
Or Everett.
Gerald Everett. That's what I'm thinking about.
It was Hunter Henry, but
And the Patriots not really using Hunter Henry.
They did 2 years ago.
They signed 2 tight ends that year. It's Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith.
They had also, you gotta remember Matt Patricia's calling offense too.
Yeah.
So. But they utilized him a lot the year before too. But I think the 2 best tight ends other than Travis Kelce, I'm not going to go against that because Travis Kelce's a freaking stud.
Yeah.
Let's say George Kittle, T.J. Hawkinson. One guy that I hope has a breakout year though at tight end position. I really hope he does because I think the quarterback situation in this place is better. I really hope that Kyle Pitts has a good year too.
Yeah.
But
you're right. You're right.
God, another person I forgot. Mark Andrews for the Ravens.
Mark Andrews,
Oh my
I
gosh,
forgot
I
about Mark
forgot
Andrews.
about Mark.
Mark Andrews is killing it for Baltimore. He's
Well,
Bob's favorite target.
What about Dallas Goedert too?
Yeah, he's a good.
Dallas got us for the Eagles, right?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, I think he's definitely taken over ever since they got rid of
Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz. Yeah.
This dude's really slow. He's not that slow, but he moves in slow motion when he plays. Very sure-handed. His name starts with a D. I know who I'm talking about, but I just want to see if you guys know.
Anyway,
Who's he played for, Bryson?
I'll give it away if I do.
he starts with
He's in the NFC. Let's put it like that.
Oh, you're
Well, he
asking
was.
us. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you couldn't.
No. I know his name.
Says him,
But he was in the NFC last year. One of the most hated teams. I ain't gonna say most.
Darren
hated.
Waller?
No.
was it Dalton Schultz?
Oh,
That dude
Schultz
is
for the
good.
Cowboys.
Sure-handed.
Sure-handed.
He
Really
is
good.
a sure-handed mofo, bro.
He was a reliable target.
And-
back.
Dude, bro. Oh my gosh. I'm surprised they let him go, to be honest with you. They let him go. I don't know who he went to. But
No, I thought he got no. He did get let go. I thought he was.
he got let go. He got let go.
He was an
And,
option for a franchise tag too.
Here's a sleeper quarterback. Whoever started last year for Dallas.
Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
No, he's a sleepy quarterback. Carl, he's not a sleepy.
He's just a backup quarterback, man. Unless if Dak Prescott just plays absolutely horrible.
I don't think I know you don't like the Cowboys, Danny, but there's one guy that I really think has
I actually like the Cowboys.
Culture shows plays for Houston, Texas.
Yeah,
Oh, we got signed by the Texans.
guys, dude. I just wish that he could have one good year because I really respect his game. I really like the way he plays, and I've drafted him for fantasy football a lot. But I really, really do like Dak Prescott. I really do respect Dak's game.
Yeah, it's just
Thinking dunk.
yeah.
Huh?
I like
He
that.
said think and don't, but it's just like I want to see Dak actually have a great game against tough opponents. When they play
That's
against
true, too.
garbage opponents, he just lights it up. He plays absolutely tremendous. But when he plays teams like the Kansas City Chiefs, who else? The Cincinnati Bengals, he struggles.
I think I hope he doesn't do this, but I think he might fall into that Kirk Cousins category.
That
I
might
don't
be a
think
good
I don't
one.
think he's not in the Kirk Cousins category.
I mean, if he keeps playing like he is, he might.
Well, Kirk can play a really good regular season, but when Kirk gets into the playoffs,
It's
it's just
prime
like,
time.
he's such a prime time. I don't know what it is, but he's terrible in prime time games.
He falls like a launch.
And I know Dak hasn't really had any good playoff games either, but he did in his rookie year 2016. He had a really good game against the Packers.
You know, Dak once, he had some really bad stuff happen to him, death or something.
Yeah.
My son was something, and
Yeah, he suffered that really horrible injury against the Giants.
And he broke his ankle or something.
Painful.
yeah, but he had someone close to him die. My son was telling me the other day. And
I know who you were talking about. I think it was either his brother.
I think it was.
he had a couple people die or something.
It was his brother. It was his
Yeah.
brother.
So that's the reason why I respect, because the way he went about it, just like you
He
know,
went about it like a man.
yeah, went about like man.
He thought like he put his emotions to the side. He put his work. He put his work and attention to the organization. And you gotta have the utmost respect for him.
Yeah, sure. Don't get me wrong, he's a great man. I believe he's a great man.
Oh, he's a good dude. He's a really good dude.
Pollard's a good running back too.
Who's that?
Pollard.
Tony Pollard.
We were talking about top tier running backs. I think we
He was one of the better running backs in the league.
Yeah,
He overshadowed Zeke the past 3 years.
and that's why they let go of him.
Where's Zeke at? You know, dog.
No,
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
Zeke.
I
Still
would.
a free agent. So is Leonard Fournette, I think.
Yes, he is. I wouldn't mind if we don't. So there's one thing I wanted to tell you guys. So I saw a tweet. Yes, my friend Caden sent me a tweet. Shout out Caden. If you're ever watching this, which you're probably not. But he sent me a tweet the other day. It said it was Pat McAfee posted this, and he was interviewing Dalvin Cook. He said, "I believe that Dalvin Cook would be a good fit for the Patriots if they need a running back." He just said it, and Dalvin Cook retweeted it. Whenever I saw that, I was like, "Come on, dude! If we get Hopkins and
Yeah, you know they want to go as a package deal, all right? You know they want
Yeah,
to come as a
I know.
package deal. That one and
There's a way that we
would be
can't do it.
surprised if both Cook and Hopkins went to the Patriots. I think it's a good fit. I think the Patriots need both of those because the Patriots have not had a solidified running back since they had James White.
I
yeah,
think
they need
Harris
somebody.
was.
They need a two.
And David Harris.
You think Jones can win the Super Bowl?
No,
Wait,
but
you
no,
said Daniel Jones or Mac Jones?
Not Jones.
Mac Jones. I don't think that. I mean, like people were saying, we were looking at the roster. If that would happen, I was like, they're not Super Bowl bound, but
They
they're still
definitely
gonna be
make the
tough.
playoffs.
Yeah,
They
they're
make the playoffs for sure, but make it to all the way to the Super Bowl. I mean, that's going to be tough.
Is the AFC?
The AFC is like loaded.
The AFC is stronger than the NFC.
Yeah,
We're one of the
it's
first
literally. I don't know if you pay attention to basketball as well. They're literally the Western Conference of basketball.
of football. Yeah, of course.
Of football.
Yes, actually.
Their AFC
Absolutely.
is that stacked.
Oh my God, what?
Yeah.
But dude, if we get either one, let's say we only get one, I wouldn't mind the Patriots signing Leonard Fournette or
Yeah, they want so much
Ezekiel
money,
Elliott.
bro.
Yeah.
I heard Dalvin.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. It was something simple. I just heard Dalvin Cook going upwards towards 15 mil.
okay, if he wants 15 mil, we have 13 million cap space right now. That's what I saw recently. You
And
sign,
that's going to be the issue. It's like how much money do you Cook and Hopkins going to ask for?
You're gonna- you're going to have to give Hopkins more because your need is the receiver position as of right.
You did sign Juju Smith-Schuster, but they have
I think that it's going. I don't know how Juju's going to fit. But
They fit.
he will.
Do they still have Jacoby Myers?
No, he went to Raiders.
Raiders. Juju signed a 3-year deal?
Yeah.
$33 million or something like that?
Yeah, they could have restructured that contract for a year or 2 years. That would have been a step further. And one thing that I think that we need to do is, I like the dude. He hasn't really been producing. He was good in Miami. Drop Devontae Parker. Okay.
Oh, they got him from the Dolphins.
Yeah. Drop Devontae Parker.
Wave
him. Take that money and then split it up between D-Hop and Dalvin.
Once organizations, once they waive a guy, don't they still have to pay them a certain amount or something like
I
that?
don't know. I forget.
Well, so what happens?
Probably.
What happens when you waive a player is you have to pay the waiver fee.
Oh, okay.
And that's the only thing you got. And guys, another running back I forgot for the Raiders, Josh Jacobs. I forgot about him.
That dude is going to be a stud.
Yeah, I mean, Josh Jacobs is emerging. I think he finished the league in rushing yards this year. He finished first.
Yeah.
I just seen him. The only reason why I didn't put him in my top tier running backs because I've seen him drop too many balls coming out the flat, going into the flat.
Yeah.
I think that's the
That's
one
just
weakness in this game is that he's not a good pass catcher.
You forgot Derrick Henry too.
Well, yeah, Derrick Henry's a good running back, but I mean, God, I don't know how much longer he can last in the league if people are just tackling him at his legs and kneecaps.
Yeah,
I like
he's
watching
been pretty
him.
sturdy so far, though.
I mean, he's such a massive man. I mean, y'all remember the clip of what he did to Josh Norman?
Made him a bitch.
Yeah. I mean, that was basically like a big brother just pushing a little brother.
Dude, me and my little brother used to play football like that in the yard. I would basically do that.
Like I
to my
said,
little brother.
that's something like that was like watching a big brother just push over a little brother. Yeah.
All right, well, step on me into the freaking dirt.
I watched the thing. Norman's made a couple highlights, but
Oh man,
I mean, to me, Norman hasn't really been that great since he played for the Panthers.
yeah, he's on the back end with a lot of highlights.
posterized.
Yeah.
So, guys, the last one we're gonna do is defensive back, cornerback specifically. If I had to say who the best defensive back is, I'm probably gonna say Marlon Humphrey from the Ravens.
Oh, that's tough.
Defensive, right?
Yeah.
So
All right, are we going quarterback specifically? Or?
Like just quarterback specifically.
Okay.
A lot of people said Jalen Ramsey was the best defensive back in the league. I don't think he's the best anymore.
No, I think he slipped tonight. I still think he's in top 5, just not one.
Yeah. He's just not a good tackler.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a game I watched against San Francisco, and Jalen Ramsey had a touchdown on him make a tackle. He was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, that was actually his people saying that's a hard one for the tackle too. My best corner, I would have to say, that's not scared to tackle, that can have good instincts as well. Dude, and this is his second year coming up, bro. I have to say Sauce.
Sauce. There's 2 guys that I really think that are good. One guy that goes under the radar because of Sauce with them is
Seahawks corner, Tyreek Woolen.
He's good, no, but Patrick Surtain the second's not bad.
Yeah, oh my God.
He is very good.
He too.
He's on the come up for the Broncos. I like him a lot.
He played for Bama. He was a good one.
And doesn't Asante Samuels Jr., like his son, isn't he in there?
Yeah, still, it's screw us up and Samuel.
Antonio Winfield Jr. was who we were talking about earlier for the Bucks.
The Bucks.
That was
31.
That was the other safety I was thinking of.
Right.
He was light-handed,
Yeah, but
They're pretty good.
Yeah, but just like quarterback specifically.
I like Sauce.
Yeah.
I watched
Sauce
him,
is probably one.
Sauce. And to say this is his second year, dude, he's
I mean, what happens if you get a name like Sauce? and you don't live up to it.
Yeah, man. He's got
Yeah,
that.
you gotta have that.
He's got that swagger with him,
I
man.
remember one time he said sauce.
No, you ever seen that, Bryce? You ever seen that video of the dude that in Best Buy? He says the juice is temporary, the sauce is forever. You ever seen that? That's literally.
Literally, man. Literally. So, dude, there was you guys ever seen when him and Aaron Rodgers went out to the basketball game, right?
Yeah.
He sat next to Jessica Alba, and oh yeah,
She loves you.
Hey, just got
Well, he sat next to her, and Aaron Rodgers was trying to point that out to Sauce, like, "Hey, this is Jessica Alba right here." Well, Sauce didn't recognize her or doesn't know of her, right? Yeah, I know, right? And at that point, they started talking or whatever, and the next day, Jessica Alba tweeted about Sauce. Jessica Alba never tweets about anybody. So, like, if you got the sauce to get Jessica Alba to tweet about you, you know you were bad, you know? So, yeah, hats off to Sauce, man.
Yeah,
Look at Sauce.
no, Sauce Gardner is too.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So last question I have. So we kind of did this before, but this is just gonna be a question for y'all. But y'all can ask me the same question back if you want. So we're gonna go by each division, and y'all just tell me who this team you think will win that division. So first we have the AFC North.
Who's in the division? I can't remember.
AFC North is
Patriots.
the
Steelers,
Steelers, Browns, Ravens, and
Bengals.
Bengals.
Is that okay?
Bengals.
Bryson?
Wait,
AFC North is the Steelers, Browns, Bengals, and Ravens.
it's out of the Ravens and Bengals, and I think the Bengals.
I say the Bengals too. I think the Bengals have the team is just a little bit better than the Ravens. Like I think the Bengals have better defense than the Ravens.
I think the Ravens have better defense. I think the Bengals have better offense. I think nowadays league, I think offense.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously they're both talented teams, but I mean, I'm just going with rookies, so I think the Bengals offense is just more talented than the Ravens.
Because the Ravens made some.
I mean, obviously they got Odell Beckham Jr. With shout out to him. I'm hoping he has he plays a full year this year.
He won't.
All right.
He's facing healthy.
What's next? AFC East. You want to do AFC East?
AFC.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can look.
If you want to see.
If you need, well, yeah, I know the team.
Oh, okay.
You can keep that right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So next is the AFC South. Which teams we have in
What's that AFC South?
there? AFC South is the Texans, Colts, Titans, and Jaguars.
Jaguars.
Jags, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Texans get 9 points.
I wouldn't be surprised either. They got to do this stuff.
Yeah, they're pretty stacked.
Then who you got next year?
Probably the Jaguars if the Titans. I mean, it'd be their last shot if maybe they get it. But
Yeah. I think Mike Vrabel is
One of the way out. He's always way out.
it's gonna be like it's probably gonna be the shittiest division of all the ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The AFC South has been regarded as a trash division for a while. I mean, the Texans won a lot when they had J.J. Watt and all that. But now, I mean, the Jaguars have been on the come up. I mean, mainly because they've been finishing poorly over the past few years, and they've been getting a lot of number one draft picks or early round draft picks, and they've been getting some good talent. So I mean, I think their team is on the come up.
And
I
that's,
got the Jaguars winning that division.
and I was gonna say something. That's what makes football cool. 4 or 5 years ago, the NFC South, we had Brady, Breeze, Matt Ryan, and Cam Newton.
Right.
Now you can't name one freaking quarterback on that whole any of them except we got Baker Mayfield.
Desmond Ritter's been about Bryce Young's
I mean, you can, but but I mean, it always
Yeah.
it always just
Well,
flaws.
Well, none of the so those four quarterbacks you mentioned before, they didn't all play together. Cam Newton was the block in the campus at the time. And then obviously, but Matt Ryan, I think, was also gone from the Falcons too. When Brady got to Tampa Bay, because I think the Falcons were looking to go in the direction of trading him off to Indianapolis.
No, he got traded in 2021, 2022. He had 1 year in.
Oh, so he was there.
He had 1 year in Indianapolis, and then he just went to crap.
He was so bad. He got benched and got replaced.
Him and Carson Wentz, they were both terrible for the other.
And he had a worse comeback his last year when was it somebody came back on him.
Oh, you talking about the Carson Wentz?
No, the Colts had the worst the Vikings came back on him.
Yeah.
No, wait. I actually know what game you're talking about.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
He was part of the worst Super Bowl comeback in the worst game in history comeback.
Yeah. So funny thing, when Carson Wentz was a quarterback for the Colts, they had a chance to make the playoffs. All they had to do was just win one of the last two games, and they wanted to lose them both.
Well, that's shit.
They lost to the Jaguars, and then their last game they lost to like you said, the Vikings. They lost both games and they missed the playoffs.
Dude, you want to know what's crazy to me? The Colts had the preseason had the top 4 defense in the league last year, going into the season. And then they had what pick in the draft? And they had like the 4th pick in the draft or something. When did Anthony Richardson go?
To the Colts.
I know what.
Fourth overall.
Yeah,
Fourth overall.
they had the top 4 best defense in the league, and then they went to that. That's one of my
they still have Darius Leonard, and obviously they got Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor's not.
I mean,
I'm never drafting that dude on fantasy football.
Hey, you know bro. That was such
him and freaking what's his name? Top Pitts. I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not drafting neither one. But no, I mean, the Colts are going to have to expand their offense, and they just can't rely on Jonathan Taylor the whole time. You saw what happened. Teams knew when they were running the football, and what did they do? They stacked the box.
Yeah. All right. What else? What's the next one?
All right. So we all said the Jaguars for the AFC South.
AFC
East. There you go.
Not New England.
So we got the Patriots, the Dolphins, the Jets, or the Bills.
The
Bills. The Jets will never win.
The Jets will never. I don't care what they got. I don't care who they have at quarterback.
Bro,
That
they have
organization.
the most annoying chant I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, every time they say it, I'm gonna be like, "Where's the?" But I mean, I'm gonna say the Bills too.
Maybe the Dolphins.
I mean,
No.
it's well,
Your defense is
their defense is not really great, and their offense is real sus. I mean, I know they got Tyreek Hill, but I don't really trust Tua.
Tyreek Hill recently got arrested too. So
Yeah, he got arrested at a
or
bar.
battery or something.
Yeah, apparently he was caught beating one of the patrons at a nightclub. Hey man, you gotta be careful you go out places. People know who you are. They're gonna try some shit. They're gonna try to get money out of you. I mean, you saw what happened to Alvin Kamara. Look at you that for.
Yeah.
Always look.
Just don't go Ray Rice and people.
I know his whole career got went after that, but him and his wife are still together. Though,
What?
Yeah, they are.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, bro. Because after the incident, his wife was injured in acid, and she said, I'm not mad at him because I pushed his buttons. Like I deserve to get hit. That's pretty much what she said. Because she said that she instigated it. She started the whole thing.
Listen, the relationship's up and down like an elevator.
Yeah, but they're still
Bro.
together to this day.
I like that one. That was fun.
Yeah, but obviously the video didn't really help it off. I mean, when you see someone just drag another person out of an elevator unconscious, that'll pretty much ruin it.
Dude, have you seen the Family Guy jokes about that? Go watch. Before you go to sleep, go look up Family Guy sports jokes. They're freaking hilarious.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bills as well. I think the Bills have it. I mean, it's gonna be close between them and the Jets. I mean, because apparently it's reported to the Jets, but they're a quarterback away from being a good team. I don't really see that.
last year maybe.
I think you see the Lions win the Super Bowl before you see the Jets win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they got easier paths.
Yeah, and I'm gonna win the lottery.
I know. Right? So who won the Super Bowl first? Lions, Jets, or Browns?
The Browns.
Lions.
I'm saying
Lions.
The Lions and the Browns. The Jets are never gonna win the Super Bowl.
Well,
Yeah, at least
last-
they won one.
They had won one Super Bowl when Joe Namath. This is like Super Bowl 3, back in way back in the day.
Yeah. Joe Brown was the quarterback.
But and then last guy we got AFC West, which is the Chiefs, Broncos,
Chiefs,
Chargers,
Chiefs.
Raiders. Yeah. A lot of people say the Chiefs. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs too. But there are some people that are saying the Broncos.
The Broncos might come up there. They still got a lot of kinks to work out.
Yeah, we'll see what Sean Payton can work out.
Sean, hope you have a wonderful year in Denver. Well, I believe you can turn around, and I believe you can tell Russell Wilson to stop being a stupid bitch and actually be a football player.
Did you see why the Dolphins didn't? There's only 30. They didn't get a first round pick this year.
Yeah, because they traded the pick away.
No, because they were trying to get Sean Payton and Tom Brady down there.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was part of because
There's only 31.
that was part of their punishment because of what Brian Flores came out with allegations about the organization being racist and shit.
Yeah.
Well, all I know is that I've been watching the draft. There's only 31 picks, so I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's 32 teams.
Yeah, so Tom wanted to go to Miami, but when those allegations came out, he said, hell no.
I just wouldn't. I would want to go to Miami.
Going to Miami.
Yeah. And all right, so guys, that's all for AFCs. Now we're going to move to the NFC. First, we have the NFC East, which is the Cowboys, Eagles,
Redskins.
Redskins, and Giants.
Eagles.
Eagles might go back to Super Bowl.
I'm going to say the Eagles too. I mean, that Eagles team is just loaded.
Yeah, they got
so
the
much talent.
they got the Georgia defense.
Yeah, they do. They got what, 5
DJ,
players?
so sorry, but man, I just don't see the Cowboys are going to make the playoff.
Man, you gotta go switch to the Eagles, bro. You're never gonna see a Cowboys
He's
Super
never
Bowl.
going to switch to the Eagles. He hates the Eagles.
Oh, I know he does.
He said he wants to visit all the NFL stadiums, but he said he'll probably never go to Lincoln Financial Group.
I would. I'd love to go to Cowboys Stadium.
I wouldn't. I did. I don't ever want to go back there again.
No.
You didn't like it? That's good.
No, I just wanted it for the Cowboys.
Fair enough.
Definitely want to see Tampa Bay.
Yeah. All right, so then we
I've
have
been to Foxborough. It's badass.
Foxborough Stadium.
I want to go to a game up there so bad. I've never been to a
You want to
game.
go down with the snow, bro?
Hell no. Watch your fucking mind.
Snow is
Hey, man,
awesome.
those fans are dedicated in the snow, man.
Well, they used to it. I live in, dude, it's 101 degrees down here today. Humid as shit.
You do not
I'm
get,
never going there.
you do not get used to snow. I grew up with it.
Yeah.
Never.
You never used to snow?
Never. Top 2 reasons why I live here.
So then we have the NFC West, which is the Cardinals, the Seahawks, 49ers.
Ooh.
Cardinals, Seahawks, 49ers.
You want me to be 100% honest with who I think's going to take that this year? No, I don't know.
I'm gonna say 49ers too, just because their defense is like still like solid, still low.
Their defense is still good, but I'm going to go see.
I'm rooting for you, Niners.
I'm gonna go
I think it's
different and
gonna-
say Seattle.
I think it's gonna come down between the Seahawks and the 49ers.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Seattle.
I think the Rams are not the team that they used to be. I mean, obviously they still have Aaron Donald, but I think Aaron Donald is kind of on the back end of his career.
Have you seen the Seahawks receiver room?
Yeah, DK Metcalf.
Jackson Smith and Jiggle.
No, I mean, yeah, Seattle's offense is great, and Geno Smith is coming up really well. I'm really glad that he was giving it a shot.
That's why I said he's my super.
But like I said, I mean, I love San Francisco's defense, and they have the best running back and one of the best tight ends on their offense. Like I said, it's going to come down between the Seahawks and the 49ers.
Yeah.
That's a tough one to pick. All right, so next we're going to go to the NFC North, which is the Lions, the Packers, the Vikings, and the Bears.
Lions.
Who you say, Bryson?
It depends on what Jordan Love looks like. But yeah, I'm not going to Lions because I haven't seen
To me, it's either between the Lions and the Vikings. Obviously, the Vikings have a strong their offense. Their defense, though, their defense hasn't really been living up to expectations the last couple of years. I mean, obviously, they still have Harrison Smith and what's that? Who's that? Edge rusher, Neil Hunter. That his name, Neil Hunter.
I think he was traded. Somebody said.
Dude, the Neil Hunter is a grown ass man. When he stands on the sideline, and you look at his biceps, holy.
He from LSU.
I feel like I've heard
Somebody
that.
from LSU.
Obviously Justin Jefferson. But I'm gonna go with the Lions. I think the Lions get that one. I think the Lions are on the come up. I like Jared Goff. I like what he did last year.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go Chicago.
I'm good. Why Chicago?
It's a good one.
They just added some more better linebackers in the league. They got DJ Moore. They got some weapons for Justin Fields to work with. We said that in Bryson, I agree with you. Justin Fields might be able to come up. Might be able to come up. I think he's going to be a very good, decent quarterback. There's a lot of things that can go into that. I think that Chicago is going to be better than they were last year. The Lions, I thought that they were going to be good because, I mean, I know he got hurt. He didn't play at all. Jameson Williams is not one of their top picks in 2022 draft. Is not playing this season because he was gambling.
Right.
And there's some other Lions players who are gambling too.
And then they answered that release.
Yeah. You're losing players because of that. So that's my take on that. I'm going to say Chicago because I don't really care for the Vikings. I mean, who are you going to have besides Justin Jefferson or TJ Hawkinson? But guess who got double to him? Kirk Cousins.
I don't know who the running back is since you got rid of Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
They got a wide receiver.
They got that running back, Madison.
What's his name? Theo Madison?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about I think that Chicago might be that top.
I mean, Chicago's not bad. I mean,
That's one of those divisions where you're like they're the NFC East of this year.
who's that safe from Chicago has this really good? I think he wears number 20, I want to say. It's something, I want to say it's something Jackson.
Oh,
Eddie Jackson.
Eddie Jackson.
But he changed up before.
yeah, Eddie Jackson won 4. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then last but not least, we have the NFC South, which is the Saints, Falcons, Buccaneers.
Saints.
I want to say the Saints too.
I'd say Saints, but I'm scared of the Panthers.
I'd be saying that too, man. The Panthers are doing good start for the team.
Not to mention they picked up Tom Bell, they picked up Randy Dean, they still have Brian
Miles Sanders.
Yeah, they have Miles Sanders in the backfield with Bryce and they still have Terrence Marshall. I heard he's going to break out a year.
Terrence Washington probably never put that one insane.
Then they got J.C. Horn.
J.C. Horn on defense, yeah.
They still got Samuel.
I'm going to ride out with my Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield's going to be the MVP.
Yeah.
Well, if you go by the best quarterback, Derek Carr's the best quarterback.
Oh yeah, I think Derek Carr will be the best quarterback in the division. Like I said,
For now.
Tampa Bay still got a good. We still got good defense. We still got good.
I mean, Tampa Bay still has their players, but it's just like,
Carr's got shown.
yeah, can the Buccaneers stay motivated? Because it's like how the last games went out of the Buccaneers season. Again, I mean, it just seemed like there was no motivation. Like they were going to fire.
I think
Like, and I thought Tom Brady would be able to rally the troops behind, but it just looks like they just wanted to like be done with the season. Like they wanted the season to be over.
I know Devin White don't want to be there.
Who?
Devin White doesn't want to be there no more.
Really? Why?
I thought he requested a trade or something.
Right, yeah.
No, there been a lot of teams that would take him.
That's what I said, bro. You come back to the Saints, bro. Pair up with Mario Davis and he Warren.
But the Buccaneers are going to ask a lot for that. Because Devin White's been like the driving force in the Buccaneers defense. I mean, and obviously they're not going to be able to be a band as like against defensive line.
Right.
Yeah, I say the Saints take that view. All right, guys, and then we're gonna move on to our last topic of the night. It's gonna be quick though. Is there any good? Is there any good UFC fights that happened this weekend?
Nope. I watched the LSU.
There was one, there was complete domination. Elias Emporia, he was undefeated. He defeated Josh Emmett. Unanimous decision. And it was a beatdown.
I watched one where it's Muhammad Ali's grandson. I don't know what.
Oh, that was in boxing, yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty legit too.
Yeah, he seemed alright.
Yeah, he's pretty
Is there any good fights coming up soon, guys?
I'm looking at one right here. It's July 8th. They got
Volkanovski, you got Yair Rodriguez,
Brandon
fight.
Moreno,
Yeah,
Roger
Brandon.
Whitaker, Whitaker.
I heard Roger Whitaker.
Yeah, like you said, that's coming up July 8th next week, I believe. So,
Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight card.
yeah, for sure.
Holly Holm is fighting on the UFC Fight Night.
Really, it's been a while since she's fought.
Yeah.
This was, I'm trying to figure out, this is the one I'm really excited for. It's July 29th. I want to watch Dustin Poirier and Gaethje fight.
The Diamond.
The Diamond.
That's a boy. It's gonna be good.
Dude, they got another. The co-main is not bad now. Either Blockers versus Pereira. Tony Ferguson, Paul Costa.
Which was that on July 29th, bro?
Yes, I'm definitely watching that.
All right, you heard it here first. July 29th is going to be an amazing fight card.
Derek Lewis.
What's his name? Nakia Brown fights. He wrestled with Hunter.
Who's that?
Nakia Brown. He wrestled with Hunter. Graduated with Hunter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he fights in the lower ranks, but he's doing pretty good.
Nice. Shout out to him.
Shout out Nakia.
I hope you keep it up, man.
Yeah, he's fighting at the same time. I have to check out.
All right, guys. That's all the topics we're going through tonight. So now we're going to end it off with a little special segment I like to do. It's a little sports trivia. Get ready, boys. All right. So how it works, ladies and gentlemen, I will ask our special guests a few sports questions, and whoever answers the most correctly by the end will be the winner. You're more than welcome to participate as well. So this is just going to be 8 questions, John. If we involve different sports, either baseball, football, or basketball.
No lacrosse.
Hey, no,
That score needs to be put somewhere. I really like to watching that.
just get shout out.
You definitely have to beat him.
Yeah, I need to look more into lacrosse.
Yeah, I don't even know if I can spell lacrosse.
All right, guys. So the first question we have here is.
Wait, how are we going to answer it?
Oh yes, I forget that. So what do you got at your call sign for the when you know the answer?
Maverick.
Okay.
Chicken.
Chicken. What's your call word?
Like, just like, to answer, it's like you answer.
Just so we won't have any problems with like who say it first, who spoke first.
So tell me how to call. You're gonna ask a question and then
When you say, if I want to answer, I'm
Like
say
if
Maverick.
you know the answer, like just yell at the phone.
I'll say hawk.
Hawk. Okay. All right, guys. So the first question is, who was the first Saints player inducted into the Hall of Fame? Brooks.
Uh, Was it? What's that linebacker? Number 51. That thing was
Thinking of Sam Mills.
yeah.
That's incorrect. He's not correct.
Chicken.
Right.
And go over me.
Archie Manning.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
I was just there. I just seen the Raptors today. Ricky Jackson.
Incorrect.
Tom Benson.
Aaron Brooks.
Joe Horner.
Morton Anderson.
No, incorrect.
Willie Rolfe.
You are correct. It's
Yeah.
Billy Rowe.
I just seen the banners, dude.
Willie Rowe was a offensive lineman played for the Chiefs and the Saints.
Nice.
He's considered the first Saints player in government for the Hall of Fame.
Ever?
Huh?
Ever?
No, he was the very first one. Really.
Oh yeah.
And then Sam Mills was second.
Close.
All right. So right now, Danny's on the board right now, ladies and gentlemen. Look, guys, it is a joke. It is a
Shit.
We all love chicken. We all love
Hey, I got some pizza over for you. Shout out.
chicken. Yeah, Johnny's Pizza. Oh, before I ask the next question, my lovely guest Danny here brought us some goodies. Johnny's Pizza, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Johnny's Pizza.
He asked me for freaking money. Name in NIL. Name in the likeness.
It looks like Joe Biden.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Let's see what you got here.
All right. So next question is guys. What NBA player was nicknamed the Diesel?
Shaq.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got it.
I didn't say my call sign, but
No, it's good. Hey, Brooks, did you say it first?
Yeah, he got it. Shaq don't like
Big
boys.
Aristotle, Shaq D'Lo, Great Tree.
Shaq don't like boys.
All right, next question is, guys, what MLB player was nicknamed the Kid?
Hawk.
Bryson, you said
You're first.
what MLB player was nicknamed the Kid?
Henry Rowan.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah.
Danny, you are correct. Yep, Ken Griffey Jr. was nicknamed the Kid.
Sweetest swing of all time. Greatest player. That's the reason he said I'll never play for the Yankees. Because George, he said I'd rather retire.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let
Brian
him.
Hill, yeah.
They wouldn't let him out on the field when his dad was practicing, but they let the Yankees players do it after. And he said I'd retire and quit and then make another dollar and play for himself.
All right, next question, guys. How many national championships has LSU had in baseball?
Hawk.
Yeah, it's okay.
Who has the most?
Texas.
UFC 12.
No, shit. Yeah.
No,
What about that?
US. Yeah, UFC.
Yes. 12?
12.
All right. Next question, guys. What? So back in the 2004 NFL draft, the Atlanta Falcons and the San Diego Chargers at the time traded picks and traded players. Who were the two players?
Ryan Leaf.
Yeah, absolutely. So in the 2004 NFL draft, the Atlanta Falcons and San Diego Chargers traded picks and traded players. Who were the two players?
So we get half a point.
I don't think it's Ryan Leaf.
Matt.
Leaf
Maverick.
Brooks.
Drew Brees.
Correct. Reese was in the 2001 draft.
Yeah, I knew it was more than
Michael Vick.
You're correct on one of them. Then.
Oh, God.
And running back.
Is it Emmanuel Thompson?
Yep.
So we can get both of them half a point.
So you have one.
Wow.
I'll give you 2 on that point.
Half a
Dude, I'm getting spanked right
point.
now.
Yeah, so in 2004, the Falcons and the Chargers traded picks. So the Falcons
Dude.
got Michael Vick and the Chargers got LaDainian Thomas.
I did
That
not.
was probably a pretty even trade at
Oh,
that
that was
time.
probably one of the best even trades.
I did not know that actually.
I did not know that
Yeah,
either.
me neither. Holy crap.
Whenever you said running back, I was like, oh, that's it.
I was still thinking Falcons. That was
More than
All right, we got 2 questions left. Second question, guys. I'm sorry. 7th question. Sorry. What UFC fighter is responsible for winning 2 championships in 2 different divisions?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whichever fight. Yeah, most recent one.
Oh, most recent.
Was it Israel last second?
Most recent is man.
Well, let me be more specific. Male fighter that's on championships in multiple divisions. Most recent.
Frankie.
You see?
I don't know.
It's either him or Conor McGregor.
Wait, hold on. John Jones?
Simultaneously? Or are you saying
Like just in the
one here,
just in
and
a
one
short in a short time span.
Bryson, that's all you.
Yeah, I'm trying.
No, I mean I think you said it was Conor McGregor,
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Conor McGregor was the most recent fighter to fight both different weight divisions and win titles, correct?
Yeah, it was also Justin Poirier.
Where are they in their series? Did Justin Poirier have been?
Oh, he won. No, he won the series.
Justin 1-2-1. They feel like they're trying to beat twice.
I like to do this,
All right, Bryson, you're on the board, bro.
And
All right.
for you.
I gotta include all this work. All right, so this last question, guys, will be worth 2 points. 2 points. And the question is, what
I think it's probably false.
What? I'm sorry. Okay, I got it now. So what? Who has the most receiving yards as a tight end?
Hawk.
Chicken.
You get Hollis.
Who said first?
Sorry.
No. Hey, Maverick. I know who it is.
Who said
Danny said it, right? He said Tony
Yeah,
Gonzalez,
did you
right?
say yours first?
Maybe I'll say
Yeah, he said Tony Gonzalez. Yeah, he said it first, but he didn't say his code.
Hawk.
Okay. I can just do another question.
No, I know.
But did you say Tony Gonzalez?
Yeah, I mean Tony Gonzalez is the correct answer, but I didn't really. I can really
No, give it to him. Give it to him. We got it
You
right.
got it.
We got it.
All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Danny, our first time guest, is the winner.
What did I win? I got a cross stick.
Yeah.
You win Yankees tickets.
Oh, fuck.
You were fucking-
Ooh, that's not too shabby either.
You know why Pirates like sell corn?
What?
They get a buccaneer. That's really corny. But you can
So,
pick
audience,
up.
I'm gonna leave it off with a joke tonight. Why did the scarecrow get it?
Because he watched the Cowboys win. But why did this? Wait,
So why
say
did the
it.
scarecrow get a promotion? There you go.
I have no idea.
Because he was outstanding in school.
Bro, bro, that's funny.
All right, yeah. But hey, y'all, audience, thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. It was a wonderful show. Guys, thank y'all so much for coming on tonight. I had a blast.
As always.
No problem at all.
And then, as always, I hope everyone continues the Thursday Night Rock podcast. Should be a good one as well. But hope everyone has a wonderful night. Thank you, y'all. Woo.
Mercy on the Waffle House.
I'm gonna actually have to say.
Eat it all, bro. Eat it all.